beers! 6 beers!
All this chat, and I do believe I'm speaking for both of us, has made us very, very thirsty. 2 pints, prick.
Penrith.
That's what you're going with, is the lead.
I don't know. I'm
That's how you want to open this, by bringing up Penrith. Josh White, name me 5 things about Penrith.
Center Parcs Whinfell Forrest.
Get this one.
And
Now bear in mind we have been in Penrith.
yeah,
Very
that's
recently.
that stupid roundabout that's really annoying.
Stupid roundabout, that's 2.
Oh, right. 5 things, really?
5 things.
Oh.
You decided that was how you wanted to
The
open.
Welcome to Penrith sign.
That's an educated guess.
Yeah, I don't know if that
No,
exists, actually.
no, definitely, it'll definitely exist.
That is an educated guess.
I don't remember seeing any of them online.
A pub.
These are educated guesses, Josh White.
Are you thinking there's not a single pub in Penrith?
There might not be.
Well, there is, but there probably isn't. You're just guessing now. You don't know 5 things about Penrith. I'll tell you what, there's Penrith Castle.
Probably.
I would like to take back to Center Parcs 1, Josh White, Electric Bungalow, the first. You gave us the wrong directions at the roundabout, that horrible roundabout you just mentioned, and we went in to Penrith, passing the Welcome to Penrith sign,
Amazing.
of which we parked in a car park in front of a giant castle. A giant castle that is on screen now.
That was a good castle though. Nice sight.
I forgot it existed. There was a giant Lidl,
Ah,
and there was a church. That's the 3 things I remember seeing in Penrith, therefore we got to the 5. Anyway, welcome to Pissed Takes. That is a podcast where we drink beer, review beer,
that's a mistake.
add it to a tier list, and talk shite about something to get a pissed take. The theme of this episode is Center Parcs.
Center Parcs, the good old CP.
What a place. Hashtag myCP.
Hashtag my CP.
And I'm joined by Monsieur
Aaron?
And Josh.
and me. And well, Center Parcs is notorious for like one beer above all others. When we first went to Center Parcs last year, it was one beer that we all fell in love with during that trip, and that beer is, I believe you can actually see it in frame, and I am holding the glass, a very old glass. If you look into it, it seems better days.
And it's as poured at the open.
Yeah, it's sponsor of the Open.
Spiked from the open.
Oh, Jesus,
Like
God,
that.
dear God.
I just had struggles walking
Jesus,
from
dear
the
God.
fridge to the counter with these.
Jesus, dear God. Stella.
Is Stella just that heavy?
I'm
pissed
that
take
weak.
while sober.
I'm that weak. Why does it say Belgium?
Is it all brewed in Belgium?
It's a lot.
But it's like
British.
one of the biggest beers in England,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
Belgium.
It's like one of the British or English beers.
I don't know how it's so big in England, because I don't know, like, what ties it. Tennis is obviously the biggest in Scotland, because it's
Your
brewed in
wife.
Scotland. But how did Stella become the wife beating beer? Like, how do you earn that
Was
money?
it not their own marketing?
I
Honestly,
We-
couldn't
we
tell
could
you.
do some
That makes
extensive
sense.
You know, like Yorkies doing like the it's man's chocolate.
Ah,
I feel
yeah,
like Stella
aye, aye.
promoted itself as the wife
domestic
beater.
beaters.
Aye. Or it just is
That's-
a funny joke that's based on reality. Anyway, I say we don't beat around no bush no more. Let's
Don't
get
beat
these
around.
open.
beat around no wife either.
Now, should we
Well,
start with
we
the pint-sized tinnies? We've got 3 different
got-
options.
Sure, we have 3 options.
So
And much like Center Parcs, you start on the tinnies and you end on the bottles.
Ah, you get the big stuff.
Nah, so we've got the pint-sized tinnies right here. We've got the regular, just your regular tinny, and then you've got the wee bottles as well, which are.
And I'm sure by
So
the end of the
scrumptious.
episode we will rate them from pint-sized tinny to tinny to.
Oh, I
to
look
nothing.
forward.
So I'll set
Yeah,
this
they are.
down and well we will get to drinking, because that's really what this is about. It's just a way to fuel alcoholism.
Yeah, it was for the past 2 weeks. I've been
God.
Like, it was after Center Parcs. I've been like, I'm not drinking then the next week, and then I always find myself
Yeah, you did an 8
holding
pub
another
crawl.
beer. Yeah, that was a good event.
It's one of the best nights we've had in a long time.
That was a good thing.
That was amazing.
It ended in a very
It
interesting.
looks, I think Stella's one of the most aesthetically
It
pleasing
is
beers
a
to look
very
at.
nice can.
It's a really nice design. I think it's just how simplistic it is, white and gold.
Probably not be able to see that because of the backlight, and also because I'm there in front of it.
It's
But
alright, I'm sure once
we
we
have it
cover it
nicely on
with,
display.
with a lot, you'll be able to start seeing them. Josh, how would you like to continue over?
Oh, I very much like. Thank you.
But
very
it's
much.
I mean,
It's
like-
one of the best looking pints.
yeah, that is.
Even from a
That is
tinny.
pretty. Oh, the tinnies are beautiful. What's your take on the glass?
It looks
Actually,
lumpy.
I don't like glasses with a stem.
Interesting. Would you like the tanker?
I don't like tanker. My favourite
What
glass.
kind of just you like a glass?
Like
Just a cell game glass.
One of my favourite
Miscellaneous.
glass is Carlin.
Well, that's just because you can touch it up.
No, because I was like, it's wide. It's a wide base, and it's kind of the same kind of shape as it goes up.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind.
But I don't like these fancy glasses. Same with like is
This
it
one-
Leffe? I don't like a Leffe glass.
Oh, well, FA ones.
What are your thoughts
Bizarre.
on Cruz Campo?
Awful.
Glasses.
I
Awful.
don't like
Yeah.
Cruz neither.
That's like
That's
this,
horrible.
but worse.
Yeah,
And it's
This
like
is nice, but
I like it when you can see a
glasses
pint
are-
and when you're drinking it, you can see it go down. But with a cruise, the farther down it goes, the slower it starts to get
Aye, the weirder.
because of how shaped
weirder
it
it
is.
is. Well, that is a well pulled Josh White pint right there.
Oh, thank you very
That could
much.
be Josh White photography right there.
I know, look at that. Just pretend it's
Mine
not that.
didn't go as well as yours.
Oh well, I mean that's still a decent head
Why
on
do
that.
Stella glasses have a gold rim round the top?
Well,
I mean, it's because the
they,
can is a
they've got a
gold
golden lid and golden top and golden everything.
rim. I've seriously butchered this.
I've also really butchered mine.
Oh,
Well, Josh White, you win
the head's
your head is
making-
dying.
My head is dying like hell. Well,
To the side.
what the hell is that? Jeez, oh. That's terrible.
There was one time I had a tenants in Smith's. Was it Smith's? I was Smith's, and it was pure head. And I was like, well, Emma, have a sip. And she had drank only the foam, and I've never seen her so close to throwing up in my life.
Oh, that's a grim fate though.
It is a
It
bad.
doesn't drink. Oh well, there goes my head. Look at that.
Glass is not designed for Stella.
No, it's not.
This one is.
It
It
looks
says it on it.
looks nice behind that light as well. It's absolutely smashing. Look.
I'm trying not to spill any beer.
Nah, they're really precarious there.
Oh.
Thank God I've got a tacker.
That's actually came out quite well.
I know.
Aye, that's better.
It happens to be the glass for it.
Nah, that's what you need. You need the glass for it.
But no, I don't like glasses with these. It's like a wine glass. It's just it's not right.
See, I don't mind
No,
that as long as it's not left at Cruz Camp.
See, this one's got a funny thing to touch.
I do quite like that. That's what's good about a Leffe glass as well. They've got a little badge on it. You
Oh,
can-
that's a really annoying shape.
It's a little
This is
tiny
it was
one,
nice
yeah.
to hold. Anyway, let's just get to the drinking part. Hashtag my CP.
What do you
Hashtag
think?
my CP.
To bung on that.
To everyone.
Before we get into Center Parcs, I've got something I want to talk about, Aaron. Can you please get up our Snapchat saved conversation? I got a message today from Aaron, and it said, want any of these? And it was about 10 different DVDs of movies.
What the
I just
hell?
want to talk about the selection of movies you found under your mother's bed, because that is the weirdest collection
Right.
of movies to
What
come
the
across.
fuck?
Can we get them one at a time and we'll get
So
a
I'll
quick
start from
reaction?
the top. We've got No Country for Old Men.
Okay.
Sure.
I might think I might keep this one because
That
it's
is
a
a...
movie.
yeah.
Followed by Ghostbusters,
Sure.
Hairspray,
How are these three movies lining up in any
followed
way?
by Flatliners.
What is Flatliners?
Close it. It's a horror movie from 1999, I think.
Oh, it's
It
90
sounds
minutes long
terrible.
and it's garbage.
Is that
Oh,
all?
Kevin Bacon's in it. I've seen it on the DVD.
It's all of your letterbox logins. Like,
Aaron's letterbox.
it's just those 10 films.
Followed by Diary of a Wimpy Kid 1 and 2.
Both of them
Both of them in
Like-
the same box.
in the same box, right?
Followed by the Lego Movie,
Okay, I mean,
Aliens vs Predator.
these films feel like, so you could go to a charity shop, for example, you used to be able to get like a bag for a
Yeah,
pound,
it's just
and in
random
that
shit.
bag would be 20 films. That's what that
That's
is.
it.
There is no relation
That's a
between
mystery
any of
box.
us.
We've got the Twilight Saga New Moon,
Sure.
Okay.
Lego Star Wars The Padawan Menace,
That's not even a real movie.
another Twilight,
That's not even a real movie.
March of the Penguins, which looked a lot like Happy Feet. I think my mum said that might even be a real movie. So I don't know.
It's just
I might-
Happy Feet.
I might
It's
search
Happy
the
Feet from Deborah.
The March of the Penguins.
So something that me and George have been looking into recently is the fact that, see, in 2011, I believe it, 2 films came out with identical plots, Friends with Benefits and No Strings Attached. I guarantee you that released the same year as Happy Feet and Mr. Popper's
I'm gonna
Penguin,
find out.
and they just have the same story.
And then, last but not least, The Nutcracker.
Just to finish it off with a Christmas film. I feel like that's the accumulated McMillian diary, you know, built up DVD
No,
collection
there's
for
one-
the past
there's
30
one-
years.
Kept upstairs. There was a gift. It's like
There's one
it's
that-
like it's
there was one that I was not
sacred.
getting to lay claim
It's
to.
sacred. She said I could bring it here as long as I had to bring it back, and it is Cowboys vs Aliens with Daniel Craig.
What?
That's like, I mean, Callum adores that movie.
Oh,
That's
it's
like
fine.
that's like 20 years. That's like no that.
Oh, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh my god, must-
2005, isn't it?
it's a documentary.
Yeah, documentary drama. I actually thought it was like Happy Feet or something, but
Again, how do you turn this into a drama?
It's just actual
It's just a-
story about actual penguins.
It's just that dubbed.
Happy Feet came out in 2006. Happy Feet actually copied March of the Penguins.
Came out in 2006. Jeez, oh.
Novel concept, Happy Feet.
What?
Happy Feet's a fascinating movie.
I haven't watched it in so long, but I just remember. Don't push me. Because I'm close to losing my head or something.
It's about penguins, right?
Quite that.
Who can
Probably.
dance?
There's not just one penguin that can dance.
And
then he's like an outcast because of it.
as you said. But it fascinates. Because they all dance at the end, surely. That's like
See, I think
outcast penguin dances at the end.
Yeah.
Everyone likes him.
I think over my entire time of knowing you, I think the only time I've heard you refer to a film as fascinating was right there for Happy Feet. I've never heard you use that word.
It is one of a
fascinating.
kind.
It's not
It is one of a
interesting.
kind.
It's fascinating. That's what fascinates me.
It's a truly unique piece.
Because it's a very simple story.
Cinema, if you will.
But what madman thought
Penguins.
penguins? It's like Footloose, but with penguins.
Grease
Aye,
with
of
penguins. Who does it appeal to? I don't know, but it did quite well, I think, because we've all seen it. So
I mean, absolutely.
it must have done alright.
It got a sequel.
Yes, it must have did quite well. So hey, maybe there's a wee bit of method to the madness, and we should be doing the judging. So
But that selection of movies, was like,
just blew you away.
every
a bit.
time I read one, I was like, what's going on here? There's no like relation. Oh, there's two Twilight movies, I guess. Then I was like, why is there two Twilight movies? Who in your household?
My mum liked the Twilight.
And then you get like a couple of Lego ones thrown in there as well.
Like
Lego movie's good.
The Lego movie's good, but Lego Star Wars: The Phantom Menace 1 or whatever it was, that's like the kind of film that you would get a magazine as a kid, and that would be attached to the magazine. There's no other way you come
It's
across
like the
that.
fucking Pokemon stickers that you get in the magazine
Wait.
before.
Little reference. I had a reference to get us to CP, and that was to say that the lineup of movies there was almost as random as the lineup of movies watched at Center Parcs. What a fucking transition.
Imagine we ranked all the films that have been watched at Center Parcs all years. It's been a very diverse.
Shall I get the board? Like,
On you go, because we're
Board.
gonna have a look at all these films that we watched. I mean, because
board.
last year, and this year, at least one film was put on every night. I'd say like every night.
Got the board.
Nice. Let's switch it off.
That's still good. It's still good.
Well, these boards will only ever serve one purpose, and that is the piss take series.
So we
So
better get used to
I'm
it.
just going to quickly update it. How did we end up at Center Parcs last year? Like, how did that happen?
Well, it all started
That's true.
in the Presswood Pioneer.
Hi.
One fateful day. It was like Callum's birthday.
Callum's birthday last year. What a day that was.
That was a good day. I don't remember too much of it, other than the fact that it was you, me, Daniel, and...
No, it was just Alex, Callum, yourself, and myself. It was no
No,
mother.
no,
No.
That's
They all had a badging after.
Yeah,
His birthday the night before.
Yeah, that was like the day after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Aye, but it was a good time.
So we were like just like the last men standing who were like,
Let's go for
Callum. Callum was originally going to do it in air and then
Mm.
enjoyed Presswick the night before so much he was like, let's just get the bus to Presswick.
Aye, quite right though.
And we
but
just
aye.
stayed in the Pioneer the entire night, didn't we?
Yeah, that was a good time.
That was a nice
We
time.
partook in the Witherspoons game on Facebook,
Yeah.
and we got 20 shots or something like that. We got some absurd number of like the different coloured sewers. It was like
Aye.
that SpongeBob episode with the Krabby Patties, the different coloured ones. It was
Callum's-
like that.
Callum spent, 20-30 minutes trying to get this to work. Eventually got it to work, got it approved. The manager comes over at one point and is like,
We can't legally give you all
I
of
can't
these.
do that.
Like, he had to give us it in like portions.
Every
and
half hour he'd
Aye.
bring over some shots.
Like it was mad, and I don't know how much that would have cost, but thank you to that person.
Miss it. We will never know.
We'll never know who that person was either.
was.
Like-
The Joy of the Spoons game.
Love it.
But Alex and Callum got talking about Center Parcs, right?
I think Callum probably talked about
Yeah,
Center Parcs with the
the boys
family,
got proper
because
Center
Callum is the Center Parcs connoisseur. You know, he went every year probably with the family,
Oh, multiple times, yeah.
multiple times a year even. So he knows his shit when it comes to the
Well,
Center Parcs.
You say
Supposedly.
that.
He's
Or
meant to.
he, aye, with an asterisk, all right.
He claims so.
With an asterisk, knows his shit about Center Parcs Whinfell Forrest, right?
Thank you.
And I think Alex just said, "Why don't we go to Center Parcs?" And we're like,
He was like, we'll look into how much it is, because Center Parcs
Yeah.
is notoriously expensive, and I joked, oh yeah, 500 quid each.
Not far off it now.
No. To get there, and like 2-3 yokes to get as a lodge.
Aye.
What was it? It was like 100 quid a person.
Yeah, it was
for the 5 nights.
nice and split 6 ways. It was brilliant.
So I was like, oh, I thought you meant each 600 quid, but not individually. Oh, then let's just do it. And then it became a month of just messaging everyone telling them to get this specific week off. It's going to be Christmas time and hashtag my Center Parcs. Just get it off.
It was the 14th, I think, of November to the 18th.
I thought it was in the 20s, but fair enough.
Oh, it might have been.
No, I think it was mid-November.
It was definitely mid to like the end.
Aye.
Like that was definitely that kind of period. So it was perfectly placed. It would be Christmas time nearly, so this would be the, kind of the prelude to our Christmas, nights out and stuff like that, our Christmas adventures, because we always like a good Christmas night. And, you got the films, good.
Just a list of films
and we were just like, this will be a good time, just because it's not like, Center Parcs is definitely that holiday where you don't have to put 100% into, if that makes sense.
No, you can half-arse a Center Parcs.
Like, see when, if it be Prague, for example.
That was all systems go.
Like, we were like, right, we are not wasting a second.
And we did not.
We did not. And you know what? It was a fucking brilliant trip.
Damn right.
Loved Prague so much. The Center Parcs, though, was just a very laid-back one. It was like, let's just fuck off for a week, or midweek, and just...
That's the point.
And just drink, I don't know, go swimming, go for dinner,
It's
go for a walk.
a week in the woods with no responsibility.
Exactly, that's what I love about it,
It's like living the rich life only for a week. No responsibility.
Still complaining about the price of everything, so it wasn't really the rich life, it was the
It's like a facade. Like a skinny rich life. You can drink as much as you want.
We put on shirts.
That's why Center Parcs means a lot.
Shirts, and we're getting big fancy bottles of Prosecco and buckets. That's the last time that'll ever happen in our life.
The next time I'll have champagne will be my wedding.
Exactly, that will be the last time we see a bottle in a bucket, ever. For a long time. So it's just living that high.
I'm going to have to bring up a really skinny bucket just full of beers for the next
one you bought sandcastles with.
I've got many buckets left over from sand babies.
Wait.
Fill them in beer.
Curious question. Where did the sand go? We still get the sand?
Yeah.
And the sand babies?
Yeah, the Sand Babies was a great production because we decided to film it in March. And do you know what you can't really get in March because it's not summertime in Scotland?
Callum after the 20th or the 13th.
No, we filmed it in January and February then and released it in March, I think, or something.
Yeah.
What you can't get in January and February is buckets. Because it's winter. Who's building sandcastles in the winter? So we looked online, and it's quite expensive online, until one day I was in Dobie's. Everyone's least favourite
Summer's
show.
coming in like 5 months.
Well, shut up. There's Christmas stuff in Asda.
No, there's not actually.
There's Christmas stuff.
There was Christmas stuff in the range.
Oh, that's Asda, the same conglomerate. If it's
it's
in the
no part
Heathfield
of
estate.
It's no part of the Holy Trinity. It's no part of the.
No, but you go to Asda. See the Holy Trinity in the Heathfield estate. Asda's the Twa Dogs of the Holy Trinity.
It's an outlier. It's a vagabond.
Because you've got to go to Asda. You've got to go to the Twa Dogs to get the Holy Trinity of crisps. You've got to go to Asda to piss, to then get access to the range Home Bargains.
I'm sure there's a toilet in Home Bargains or B&M.
Maybe a staff one, but there was one.
I've never been one.
I think so.
Well, test that. I can test that theory one day.
After a shift, jumping to Home Bargains beside the toilet.
Aye.
You're going to need to need the toilet.
Aye, exactly.
Walk past the toilet in Asda just to see.
Walk past the car to go home, to then go into Home Bargains for a minute.
Well, imagine you don't need a piss and you ask the lady, "Hi, can I use this toilet?" And she says yes, and you don't need to pee, so you just walk in, stand there, nod, you can use the toilet, and then leave. That's psychopath behaviour, Josh White. That's pretending to need a piss for science.
For science.
Well, I'm not.
It says it's for science. It's just fine. It's
to prove a point. It's to prove a point, Josh White, isn't it?
Right, fine. As this part of the big conglomerate that's currently selling stuff, Christmas stuff right now as we speak, even though I was in today.
Fine then. One Beyond sells Christmas stuff.
Probably does actually.
One Beyond is the new shop that replaced Wilco's.
The one in the tin?
Yeah, it's got a giant aisle of Christmas stuff.
Is that even open?
Yes. I went on opening day and it had a queue all the way up the street. I was in this queue. I was about to get the bus up to Glasgow, and I had 40 minutes to kill because I wasn't getting the next one. I was getting the one after that. So I was in this queue and I was like chilling, waiting. I get to the front of the queue and the guy's like, would you like some free chocolate? Yes. So I've got my free chocolate. And he was like, I recognise you from somewhere. And I was like, this is going to go one of three ways. The podcast, SRT, or the escape room. It was the escape room.
Oh,
I thought it was going to be Patrick Bateman.
No, I would have.
I thought it was going to be
I would have knocked the man out for giving me, what was it, like Botswana chocolate or something. Like,
Botswana chocolate.
I don't know, what's that new fancy chocolate that people
Oh,
Dubai.
Aye, that crap.
Botswana chocolate.
Where the fuck did you get Botswana from?
It's a more relevant country in my head than Dubai.
Aye, Dubai, the country.
Is Dubai not a country?
No, it's a city. Dubai's
In Botswana?
Oh, no,
it's in the
United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
The UAE.
Same thing.
I know Europe.
Yep. But
That's it. That's all you need to know.
that's pretty much it.
In fact, I know Scotland quite well. And even more,
I know Ayrshire.
I know Ayrshire. And even more than I know Ayrshire, I know Center Parcs. Just to drag us back on to some form of topic. That tangent went
Well,
very far. What were we even talking about?
It's about the Holy Trinity and how
The
the
Holy
Twadunks
Trinity.
is
No,
like
we started
the
talking about
Twadunks
how
is a service
it was
version of
Christmas.
Asda.
sand buckets. So it wasn't
sand
even
babies.
Center Parcs related. It was a side tangent of a side tangent. Jesus God, I am sorry,
think this
folks.
is the point of this, Steve.
Yes. So I eventually successfully get buckets of sand from Dobie's, and luckily they were an insane discount because it was January.
How much were they sent you back? Yeah, bucket.
£1.50, I think.
Nice.
A bucket in
Very good.
comparison, thought would have been like £6-7. When we were down the beach shooting, we'd just fill it up with sand at the beach.
Yeah.
Although it is illegal to take sand
Mhm.
from the beach, and the fine was too much to risk, so we had to buy sand. So we bought sand. We bought like the kind of construction-y sand.
Yeah,
thing.
oh yeah.
Sand. The
And
play
that's
sand.
us, and that's us with our sand for in the house. That's just doing in there.
Yeah, somebody was
Sales and
buying. Somebody bought. I think it was 7 bags of play sand that I asked her to do, and I'm like,
They're
get
having
ready
a
for
party. They're
Yeah.
having one hell of a party.
like. I can understand if you were buying that in like May time, but were you buying it in September? Just out of curiosity, sheer curiosity.
To
buying
keep
play
summer
sand.
alive. Summer's just ended, but she wants to keep it going for a little bit.
Yeah,
She's got
I
a
suppose
sand
so.
pit in her house.
You know what? All fairness to him.
If it means the kid isn't on his iPad,
And then one of the
Yeah.
bags bust, so I had to like sweep it all up. That was great.
Anyway, so
Yeah, I'll do
does it have sand? Center Parcs.
Oh, does the park have sand? No,
I said it's sand. Is there sand? Center Parcs?
the play park have sand.
No, there can't be.
I don't know, I was only ever at the play park.
At
It was
night.
pitch black.
Yeah,
pitch
I don't know.
black,
I don't think there is.
No.
I think it's just got the like little wooden.
Aye, the flaky
flakes.
things.
Aye,
Aye.
flaky. That's like
Bastards.
and you get little cuts from.
Aye.
Stabs you and
And it goes into your shoes and your socks, and it's absolutely killer.
I don't know, pish. But, what's the term called? First world problems or something?
Something like that.
Like first world problems is 20-year-olds who are going to Center Parcs play park at 3 in the morning. Good time.
I feel like they would say world is the take on us 20-year-olds going to Center Parcs and just being 6, drunk,
Belligerent.
permanently hungover, teenagers cutting about.
Well,
Has anyone of
no.
us had a hangover in Center Parcs yet?
No.
See, the thing is though, when you're on holiday,
Because
you
we're
don't get
swimming
hungover.
every
Aye,
fucking
but
day.
like nobody hit a badging.
No,
I don't think we drank enough.
I think like
Like, we drank a lot, but it was over a long period of time.
True, but
I don't think we ever had a night where folk were really hammering it back.
true. I
It's
mean,
like-
that last night, me and Connell trying to finish all the teenagers'
Oh, that sounded like torture. I was
Oh,
awake
God.
at that time, but I didn't want to come out in fear of
Fear of
getting
force
handed
veggie.
a tent. I heard his tent was warm, and I was like, I'm going to stay in my
Oh,
bed.
do not remind me of that.
I got one
bloody
tent to be
tent.
the final nail in the fucking coffin for me.
I know I've said this to everyone, but the audience haven't heard it. So there was this time in 2023, right, before I turned 18, before beer was even like, before beer was real and before like I could even fathom the idea of someone liking beer. I was like, that is disgusting. Who could possibly like beer? Let me have my Strongbow Dark Fruits, please. And Copperbag, whatever the hell the kids were drinking. So we were like at Callum's watching some film. Forgot the film. Maybe Trainspotting. I don't know. But I remember my mother, like a week prior, won 4 tinnies attendance in a bingo, right? So I'm like,
Peak.
That's a really good reward.
now,
Like,
now before,
I love bingo.
Oh,
same.
I love the crap you can win at bingo. Have you seen this, Josh? Some of the dumb things you can get.
Somebody at my work, she was telling me the other day that she went to Edinburgh for like a night out or whatever.
Brilliant.
But it was for one specific purpose. Bongo bingo.
Oh, Bingo Bongo.
Or bingo bongo,
Bingo
I got it
Bongo.
the wrong way. So I'm like, what the...
Craig Tara?
What?
No, that's
This is in Edinburgh.
They date in Ayr. There was one in Ayr in the Notion.
So when?
It's meant to be fucking class.
I'm like, what
Peasy went and said it's brilliant.
what on earth is a bongo, bingo, bingo, bongo? Bingo, 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 bongo. And then she's like, well, you can win a Henry Hoover. You could win a...
Yes.
You could win a thing. You can win all sorts.
There's
I'm
no
like,
rave at the same time as
It's
well.
a rave, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
rave at the
She
same
ended
time.
up-
Certain numbers get called to rave.
I think she ended up winning like noodles or something. But like
Nice.
still that you won that.
You can win dances.
What kind of dances?
What
What kind of dances are you talking about, Ryan?
Grin there, Josh White. You had this devilish looking grin at the idea of winning a dance.
Even a dance off.
I turned to you, and that face is going to haunt me.
Like, well, you fucking brought it up.
I brought up the fact you can win embarrassment. Like, they get you up on stage and they do
and
dance
then
in
they
front
can
of
dance.
everyone.
That's
That's
when
a dance.
Well, dances.
dance,
That's what I mean. The dances on the dance floor.
Aye, well done, Josh White. Good
Aye.
one. Yeah, anyway, my favourite bingo prize I ever had was a Josh Foreman grill. And I thought, that's so handy.
That's amazing.
I
I'd
know.
take over £50.
Aye, see, I would. See, that's the thing though. You may as well win something useful. Something you
Josh
could,
Foreman
imagine
grill.
winning an air fryer.
I should get on the bus with that.
Imagine winning like.
Rough night? Aye.
I swear it was Daniel's mum as well. I swear it was Pat.
That's some shit fucking win.
We go to Daniel's Sis and check if they've got.
It was years ago. It was
Bingo.
genuinely 10 years ago, back when Josh Foreman was like,
I
didn't
had a
get-
George Foreman grill.
you didn't get
and it
better
was
than
peak.
George.
That was the air fryer before air fryers.
That's
Exactly.
like the Ninja air fryer before.
to do it all.
It was. Oh, they're still quite handy, but they're just kind of been pushed. But anyway,
Check my updates.
oh, it's looking nice. It's looking well.
Oh,
I
it's
said, you know,
looking
there's a little list on the other side.
I was trying to remember if there's any more films that we watched. Can anyone remember any films we watched in the first year of Center Parcs?
Emoji movie.
Got that.
Remember, did we finish that? I think we did,
Emoji
didn't
movie. Oh, I finished it. Yeah.
There was
I've
those.
done enough
There was
stuff.
those two. There was those two horror films.
Did we watch both?
Aye, what was that called again?
The Babysitter.
The Babysitter.
Did we watch the sequel?
Well, I'm rather sure it was two
Yep.
as well.
Babysitter 2.
I'm rather sure you watched both of them.
I've never.
So it was those two, the Emoji movie.
Watched Paddington 2 as a 6.
Paddington 2, yeah.
Watched that collectively, and there must have been more movies that I watched. Or did I just phone round for hours and still game when I got back?
Yeah, because there was a lot of still game, there was a lot of that as well.
I think that is the list of 8 movies that we've watched across Center Parcs. We watched, in no particular order, The Babysitter, The Babysitter 2, Paddington 2,
Good thing.
The Emoji Movie. That is 3 bad movies and my favourite movie. This year we watched K-pop Demon Hunters, Sisu, The In-Betweeners movie, and Total Recall. What? That in your lineup of films from your mother's underbed. They are on par as bullshit. Anyway, Josh, you said you wanted to rank them.
Let's go for it, even though I didn't even watch any of them.
I've seen one of them, 2 of them.
I didn't see them all. I never
That's
seen all
handy.
of these fully.
I've seen all of these.
Yeah, so. Well, Paddington 2. I ain't gonna watch that one fully, so we know where that's going.
Pad 2 is the best movie.
Yeah, Pad 2.
And it goes downhill very quickly
Very
from here.
quickly. I'd have to imagine from what the Babysitter sounds like, maybe even like Sisu is like 2 or 3.
Now, I will go for what
Honestly.
I watched in between.
Oh, the K-pop Demon Hunters, from what I've seen, actually looked and it has sounded quite decent.
I'm right.
So-
I think Total Recall is number 2.
Oh, totally cool. I
Total
It's a good
Recall. Arnie, titties, 3 of them.
don't know how good the In-Betweeners is.
The
Maybe that's worth being 3.
In-Betweeners is completely fine.
I
Bit
think
of fun.
In-Betweeners are K-pop for 3, I feel.
I'm so here tripping K-pop Demon Hunters, Josh.
I think K-pop Demon Hunters go third.
Go for it, man. Go for it. Total Recall was good. That was. Oh
That-
no, it just reminds me of the Warm Tinny again. Oh yeah, back to the Warm Tinny from 2023. Yeah, this was before I didn't have it in the fridge at all. It was just in my bag, and I was just like, I open it at Callum's after like 3 Strongbows, and I'm like, this is the most vile shite I've ever entered my mouth in my entire life. It was the most horrible stuff ever.
Always thought that about 10.
And then obviously, you know, and you put it in the fridge. You make sure it's like nicely poured into a glass. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh,
You know what? Pretty good. But not this one at Center Parcs. We'll watch a Total Recall and then go to bed after the tinny.
We made you down a tinny and wait for 3 titties and then let you sleep.
Oh yeah, that as well. Yeah, can't forget that.
What tinny did you prefer, Josh, right, of your 2 tinnies of Tennants at Center Parcs? Did you prefer your warm tinny of Tennants or your ice, slushy tinny of Tennants?
I like the. I'll just go with like between the bridge between cold and lukewarm on that walk that we went.
True. True.
So
A walking tinny is a good
That
tinny.
was a good tinny, but I had the warmest tinnies I ever had and the coldest
It was so cold.
literal
It was literally
slushy
ice.
of tinnies I've ever
I did
had.
that to a pint of Carlsberg there by accident,
Oh my
and
god.
it was fucking vile. And
You did it with a
chucked that
Carlsberg,
away.
for God's sake.
it was just a ruined. I was like, man, that is unfucking edible. Anyway, number
This movie
4.
list needs to be complete.
I think
I think it's Sisu
Sisu or
them
them between us. From what I see now, maybe it's Sisu. But Sisu is perfectly average.
I think here's my point for arguing In Between Us. I think the In Between Us movie is a better movie to watch as a group,
That's true.
which I think takes the edge.
Over Sisu, because yes, I'll
Sisu
give
is
you that.
a very good movie.
It's
but-
average.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
I fell asleep half an hour in.
Yeah,
It
that
is
says
in-
a lot.
it
And
is
then
in-
you fell asleep in 45 minutes in.
I'll fall asleep through anything though. I slept on a table. I will sleep anytime, any place.
We'll get to that.
The In Between is at 4. Oh wow!
Followed by Sisu, and then it's just.
Well,
I've
we
not even
know,
seen Babysitter. Emoji Movie has to be bottom. Emoji Movie is fucking dire.
and the
It's
baby.
dire.
And I hate James Corden as well, because that makes it worse.
Well, James Corden is such a.
Fat cunt. Cannot stand that man.
that's very true.
You held it here after many other people have said the same thing.
James
Yeah,
Corden
we even
is
agree.
a fat cunt.
I cannot stand that man.
See, I was introduced to James Corden through Doctor Who, and he played an amazing character in Doctor Who, like a really funny side character. So anytime I see James Corden hate or James Corden annoy me, I always come back to the fact that no, but when I was like 6, he was
cool.
he wasn't cool. He acted in a really good role. It's
Must
40
have been
minutes
alright.
of good James Corden footage. Doesn't mean he isn't an arsehole in the
Then he
real world.
plays as.
On the topic of James Corden, I have a suggestion. Can we start doing carpool karaoke in Josh's car?
What karaoke in Josh?
Is that
Carpool
not James
karaoke,
Corden?
I
Does
think it might be,
carpool?
yeah.
What's
He drive. Oh, is it? Yeah, he drives.
Well,
a
they drive.
Yeah, they drive a car, right, and then they sing.
in my car?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Why
I
not?
don't have
It's
a
not gonna
car.
be mine.
Yeah, it's not going to be mine.
Aye.
I mean, we can do it in mine, but my dad will be sat with us, and he'll probably be insistent that it's Morrissey that's on.
And mine doesn't exist, so there's
I will go for it on the one inevitable day that you do it,
the
and
Gallus.
the
Gallus carpool karaoke. I think that would be funny as fuck.
I think we need Callum over for it as well.
Alright, we'll just
I
go
will.
with him.
Get Josh White and Sheldon.
Yeah, in a
Get-
different country.
Canada.
Get insured in Canada and make sure I can drive on the right side of the road and all that good stuff. No, it's not the left side. It's just your the
Is it?
I don't
I
know.
can't remember.
Yeah,
I know America's on that side.
That's
Yeah.
the official list of movies, by the way, that we watched. Ranked from
Yeah.
It falls off very quick.
the worst movie we watched, the Emoji Movie.
Most of these were the last things I seen before I fell asleep.
All the first thing I saw when I woke up. The Babysitter 2, that is the 7th best movie. The Babysitter 1, they're literally the same.
Of all time.
Sisu at number 5. In Between's movie at number 4. I punk kicked Josh White in the head when we watched that.
He did actually.
Number
yeah.
3, K-pop
Yeah.
Demon Hunters, which is a very reputable spot for K-pop Demon Hunters. Number 2, Total Recall. And number 1, Paddington 2, because it happens to be the greatest movie ever made.
I've actually never seen Paddington 1 or 2. I just know he likes marmalade.
Just watch. Should have had it on Center Parcs 2 again. Just make it
There was no Callum.
tradition.
Callum would have had it on.
You've seen Callum's pitch for some of the Paddington tattoos he's gonna get.
Yes.
You've seen the one, the grizzly looking one.
Callum just wants to cover his
Like-
arm and get a sleeve of Paddington tattoos.
Like-
That's
And
cool.
it's both cool and also the most insane thing a human man can do.
Like again, all power to Callum. I can't wait to see the final result because he's gonna have many of them.
Is it not
It's
something
just-
like
it should be-
wherever he goes around the world, he wants to get one or something?
That'd be really sick.
Aye,
Imagine hold up a little flag everywhere he goes. Where
I
That
collect
would be
playing
sick.
cards. Some
Callum
other
collects tattoos of
collect
Paddington.
Paddington Bear, arm ink, forever.
That's really cool.
Anyway, the board served its purpose.
Money well spent.
Oh, come on.
It's
My
still-
Stella edition rubbed out.
It's just that.
See,
It's just a thing of.
before we go back to Center Parcs on a tangent from, see Letterboxd, that is fucking class. I love using that. I've been using it all day recently.
Oh, I got an email, not like a Letterboxd notification, but an email
So I followed you.
saying that you followed me on Letterboxd. So I'm gonna
You got
follow
me,
you back.
you
Of course, I found you by. How
Daniel.
did I? No. It was
Gallus
your account I
Linktree.
found first.
Right.
How did I find it? I think I searched up Spellbound to give it a half star, and I seen your review, and I was like, oh, that's Ryan! And I followed everyone you followed.
Just a review, Bob.
But then I went, I seen you got a 4 stars, I said, fuck, it won't be bad, so I go back a 5 star now, and I just put cinema.
I made it.
I
made
realised,
that
it said that, because I put it as half star, I said, I seen directed by Ryan, I went, shit, you
I
directed.
made that.
So I was like, shit.
I edited that. I filmed that.
So, boom, put
Right,
5 star review, lovely. I've been doing the shit, I've been racking my brain, trying to think of every film that I can remember watching
I
for
cannot
20
wait to look
years.
through your letterbox when you leave.
And it is amazing. I think I'm on to like 60 now.
And we get Big Erom, you get Spellbound,
What
5
now?
stars. You put 5 stars for.
Yeah, I changed it up.
You
But the
beautiful
6
man.
films, nice. Let's
From
see,
what I
we've got
remember.
Final Destination.
The platform 2.
We
I've seen
have
both platforms. I don't know why.
Sisu, lovely.
I also don't know why I've seen them. Willy's Wonderland, what a film.
It's so good. I really
It's
like
so
that. With Nick Cage.
Yeah, he doesn't say a word.
And he drinks a can.
World's End 3.5. Oh, bad business.
No, I
I
don't
like Hot Fuzz, very
I
good.
think 3.5 is a good rating.
Mr. Bean's
Me and Daniel have
Holiday.
always argued anything over 2.5. I probably
It's like
it.
good, yeah.
Mr.
Oh,
Bean's Holiday, 4 stars.
Oh, that's my favourite film. It's my favourite film, Mr. Bean's Holiday.
That
How big
is
is
a
you?
very fun film. I don't like you, Josh White. What's Reservoir Dogs sitting at 4.5 on this?
Akira, very good.
Oh, Reservoir Dogs so good. It's the fact you don't know who. I didn't know at all who the bad guy was, and like it's actually like one of those films where you don't really know what's going on.
And it's not too
It
long.
keeps it so. Yeah, no, honestly, I love Reservoir Dogs.
The SpongeBob movie, very good.
Oh, I love SpongeBob. My favourite.
Did you get
cartoon.
Shaun of the Dead? Because I know you've got Hot
I've
Fuzz
never
and
watched
World's
it.
End.
I've never watched Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, you're going to have to.
Is it good?
It's a
Get the one
third.
trying to do.
I've watched the other two now from that guy.
Yeah,
What's his
Edgar
thing?
Wright.
Is it the Cornetto
The
trilogy?
Cornetto trilogy.
Is that just because there's a Cornetto that appears in all of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the only way to link them.
Edgar Wright is a.
It's, I mean, it's
Because
the
I've
same
seen 2 of
actors.
them now. Because I've seen the one that yours obviously. I've seen Hot Fuzz on the bus, so now I need to
Seen Hot Fuzz
see Shaun of
first.
the Dead. And I'll finish that.
Very good. And you'll need to do that in this equally weird place as, what was it? Was it not the bus to Austria?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Dylan Bell sleeping next to me, I think.
And before a piss
Oh, no,
takes
I tell him must have been that fucking big and about that far away from me.
You've got to watch Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead in a plane.
Maybe actually. Yeah.
Or at Center Parcs.
You'll just have to go on a holiday.
Look at that, back on
Back
topic.
in Center Parcs.
What a time. I'm going to use this time before we do actually try and form some order to apologise sincerely for the mess that was the last 40 minutes.
Oh, I see it.
It's been a good chat though. I like a good chat.
Oh yeah. But can you imagine how insufferable it must be to listen to someone be like, right, so I've got a list that we're going to do. Oh yeah, sand. Oh, how did we go from sand to Asda to a debate about the Holy Trinity? Back to the list, only to remember, oh yeah, sand. Be like, what's this podcast
The
actually
bingo
about?
bongo.
Stella. It's about Stella.
It's about Stella and a Budvar glass. Very good.
I like Stella from a Stella glass.
Couldn't
Same,
start
it's
from Madrid.
It's quite stellar.
I think the boatmate wasn't as good though. Soon as I started getting to boatmate, I was like, ooh, it's a wee bit.
Quite
kinda
often the
fell
beer
off.
way. Quite often the beer way.
Like it fell off more than what I thought it would. But the tap's quite lovely. It's cool. It does have a taste, I think. I do think it has a taste to it.
But it is it's a
Like it's not like a blank canvas
No,
beer. Because
no.
you get a few beers that just don't taste like fuck all.
It's like, so you've got Tennant has a taste.
Ah.
Starpramen has a taste.
Oh. And
Carling has
Trava.
very little taste. And then in the middle, it feels like this is a step between Carling and Tennant. Like it's not quite strong, but it's not quite weak. It's like it's just kind of.
It's got a hint of something that
Yeah.
makes it stand out.
Stella's the only lager that I can describe as, in a very vague way, sweet. I don't know if they use, but like.
Well, you're in for some interesting lagers throughout this series because I will get you sweet.
Because like.
Fucking Sprucey Lucy is the worst lager I've had yet, man. That shit was. It wasn't
I don't necessarily
bad.
remember
It was
second
so
bottom tier.
it was
Still in-
so-
I'd drink it.
boring.
How can
I would
so-
rather me drink it and go.
How
than me
can
drink
something
it.
that is like a can of fucking
Just
energy, it's like an energy drink.
honestly, it was the most
You could literally.
boring drink I've
You
ever
have
had in my
a
life.
sprucey
It wasn't
Lucy in the
bad.
car and it'll be
Oh.
fine.
Genuinely.
You could just
You
drink.
get pulled over and laughed at for drinking a fucking Sprucey Lucy.
Postman will be like, I was expecting to see like a Tennant's or a Carlsberg or
Something fucking worth
or
for I've been drinking
vodka, but no.
That's a much better pour. Hold on a minute.
On you go.
I'm defending a drink I don't even like. Oh, it's such a
Such
good
a
pour.
good-
It almost spilled and it didn't. That's how you save that.
As
I
long as
was
you-
going to complain
She's
about
only
the
got
clean-up job
above the
again.
logo, that's when I'm sorry.
Right on the fucking cusp. Anyway,
Very pretty.
at least we're actually
Nice
back
pour.
on track talking about the beer as well.
Well, yeah.
We've actually made it back to the
We've made
whole-
some pretty relevant points about the glass's ergonomical design, to use a big word that Alex would be proud of me for. We referenced its taste getting slightly worse as it goes on, which
It's common for beers.
is terrifying
But-
for me though.
The
I get this spot.
colour of the patch.
I'm trying to think. What's a lager we've had that doesn't have that effect though? Keep thinking
Starro.
it doesn't really. I think Starro kind of keeps. I think Starro and Prava are quite good at keeping a consistency.
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
I haven't drank enough.
I
Blue
don't
Moon
have that
to
with
comment.
Tenants either.
Tenants?
Surprisingly, I don't have
Tenants
that.
is rather solid the way through it as well. I've noticed.
Yeah.
I drink that. This is why it makes it so good to drink.
Guinness.
I'm waiting to
Yeah.
try Tenants Stout to get
Damn
my
right.
review on the
Yeah,
Stout.
you'll
I'm not
definitely
touching
have-
Guinness at it.
Two that are really bad for the taste at the end is Madry and Cruz Campo. They're
The
very nice.
Worst I've ever had for it is Foster's.
That's just bad
But
all
it's
round.
bad from the start, but a
It's just
Foster's
bad all
bottom
round.
is genuinely the
Cruz-
worst lager I've ever tried.
Cruz
It was
Campo for
mental.
me is like your Foster's. I feel like I'm really
That's a
not keen on Cruz
fucking, that's a
Campo.
piss take right
That's
there.
a piss. That's the piss
To say that
take.
Cruz
yeah.
Campo's on the same
Like,
level
I don't
as
know.
Foster's.
Foster's, Josh White.
The past.
You remember Foster's? You
Yeah,
remember
they
the
must
thing
have not had
that is
that
like,
one, though.
And I remember enjoying a Foster's when I had it.
I think
I think he's
You
getting it
would-
mixed up.
this man likes Beck's.
That's true, that's like.
I'm right.
See if I bring
you'll-
Beck's on
you'll-
piss takes, what are the repercussions of that?
You'll come, you know,
I will say no,
the
and I will get water, and then I will review Beck's as I drink water because they're the same thing.
you know, I will come. You'll come to find out that I've got some opinions that's not very popular.
Stella, bottom.
I can't wait
bottom.
for Beck's
Oh,
to
like
appear in Gallus
I-
just to spite you.
I can't wait
You don't
for
know
us to
that.
disagree in a piss take.
True, that might be.
We've yet to disagree on a beer's placement.
True, so we've had what? Sprucey Lucy, we've had.
Starro, you
Starro.
shot to Gallus.
Ah,
Tenants, we shot to Ice Cold Beer Garden, top tier.
I do like it.
Sprucey Lucy, we put to I Drink It, which I think is
I think
fair.
both kind of said, like,
Because-
it wasn't terrible, it was
No.
just really boring. You would
Exactly.
never choose it,
But if you gave me I Drink It, so
Ah,
it
go
could
back.
not be in bottom tier because it doesn't taste
because it wasn't bad.
awful. Because bottom tier has to be saved for like
The worst.
Like
Beck's.
fucking.
Because you get the. Because you get the.
Scourge of the air.
I'm surprised we didn't just. We spent like 15 minutes trying to come up with names for the tiers. I'm surprised we didn't just call
Did the
bottom tier
bottom
Beck's.
thing.
You get the negative Gallus tier.
But that'd be too low. Like, nothing would end up there. Though.
True, just
Can
Beck's.
you compare anything to Beck's? Like, that's like, nah.
It had its own tier
The-
under
like,
the
the
entire
might
tier
have
list,
to.
like the ninth circle.
A nice circle of hell. You're just forced to drink Beck's, and that's it.
Oh my god.
Like an IV drip of it, and that's it. For
Oh,
eternity.
kill me now, actually. Revive me. I don't want to be in hell.
That's enough to make you a good person. Anyway, sorry.
This beer is the beer of Center Parcs for two reasons. For reason number one, we took an absurd amount of alcohol to Center Parcs for year one. And the one that went over the best, the one that was the most widely received, was Daniel's 16 crate little bottles
Stella.
of Stella. Now, we don't quite know why, because at that point, I was never too big on Stella.
No.
I'd never had Stella before Center Parcs last year. I had a pint of it and I was like,
I don't think I had actually either.
exactly. I imagine you were similar.
I-
Actually, you did drink Stella, didn't you?
Well, I've not had a Stella in a while in general. And the only time I'd always had it, for some reason, it was in a spoons.
Westkirk, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was always like with my fucking chicken bites basket because nothing else was like I wouldn't trust a Tenants and Spoons. I wouldn't or Westkirk at least. I wouldn't trust, you know. There's a lot of beers that I wouldn't trust in the Westkirk that I would trust anywhere else.
Yeah.
And Stella appeared to be just one of them.
Stella is
Alright.
actually the one I used to go for in Westkirk as well.
Yeah.
That was
And
a
the
good
recommendation of Daniel, it's the only real pint that kind of hodge itself up, I feel.
Yeah.
So that's like how I got to know it, and you know
Fair.
what? I always had a decent time with it. And my dad used to drink like kind of like the big bottles of Stella.
Of white beer.
I would go for that.
Not a good thing.
And this was stuff I would go, "Ugh, this is disgusting, and then I'd drink it. I'm like, you know, it's pretty good.
That was
even
Miller
though
in my household.
The big balls wasn't too keen on though. The wee bottles.
Oh, the wee bottles were holy in Center Parcs. Like,
They're just holy, full stop. As long
I mean,
as
aye,
it's ice
but-
cold, nice and
A
cold.
big bottle of anything is just shit for something. See, see the
See
way it
those?
looks, man. Let me go.
you'd
Those.
swipe one of these, green, pure green.
Like,
That is a beautiful
it
design.
looks lovely, doesn't
The
it?
paper wrap in the top as well.
See, I don't know why, I've always hated that.
Really,
I'm
no.
being honest.
I
Oh,
don't
Oh,
like
it's
like
such a
it, so-
dumb USP.
It's just so unnecessary.
Rip. Oh, it's great.
It's so unnecessary.
Yeah, but it's funny.
No, I quite like it because it makes it look so like
Champagne.
Oh, yeah, it looks like.
They really tried to make it look very grand and
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 it
they
is
succeed.
triumphant.
Oh, it
Ah,
has
fine, they
succeeded with
succeeded,
the look.
ah, fine.
Shame it got the opposite reputation.
True.
It is like, it's one of those beers that is like, it's the English working man's beer. Tennent's is the working man's beer of Scotland, but in England, that's the working man's beer, hence it got the reputation.
And Carling
Oh,
is for like
Peter,
your
Carling is for fucking
fat
twats.
divorced and
Carling is for the same people that drink Carling in Scotland. Grow up. The
again
end.
only in crumbs and cocktails.
This man said to me the other night, "Oh, get me a Tennent's or a Carling." I bought him a Carling and he complained. I was like, "You gave me a 50-50 and I picked,
Forgot about that.
I picked the what you'd said. I've been drinking Tennent's all night." So I was like, "You know what? Carling is shite, but I'll change it up. You're also about to get pretty fucked up. I'll get you the weakest beer I can get in here." And you complained despite giving me a choice between two. I said to Daniel and Smiths, "Take your pick, just do not get me Moretti." And he got me Belhaven Best, and you know what? It was there. It was bad,
Belhaven
but I
Best.
drank it and I didn't complain because I said, "You've got the choice of anything bar this one."
You know. And I still had to
that to you.
didn't have to finish that.
When do you remember that night?
And well, I remember Mulligan's. I remember Blackpool.
I had to finish.
Blackpool was pub number 2.
I remember Crumbs only because that was when I discovered how gangster
Letterbox,
Letterbox is. I was like, man, this is good. I don't actually remember getting a Carlin in Crumbs. You could have told me to Tenants and I believed you. I don't remember drinking that.
What did you end up with in Harvey's then? Was it Campo again?
A Campo.
Yeah.
Always a Campo eye.
I
Is
could
this
start to do it
Campo
on
and
tap
that?
now.
Which is good because I
Thank God,
kind of
because
like
it's not
that.
a red stripe.
Yeah.
That would have replaced.
I've had a red stripe before once, and it was the most mediocre experience.
It's water.
It was just water, yeah.
It's because like you told me one time when I first tried it, it tastes like nothing, and I'm like,
Oh, you're right. It
you know
doesn't
what,
even
that's
taste like water.
I know I tried it. And you know what? It did taste like nothing.
Just the concept of nothing.
But I
like-
wonder if like this was a placebo effect playing,
Nope.
where if you didn't tell me it tasted like nothing, it would taste like something else.
Look, when
No,
I give
because I got told it tasted good, and it tasted like fuck all.
see when I sit down in front of you, 3 half pints, 2 Prava
Pause.
and 1 Star of Pramen, just to prove a point that when push comes to shove, neither one is better than the other. They're the exact fucking same. And you both are convinced that one of them is Star of Pramen for some reason, and the other 2 were Prava.
After that, it still tastes like a star. That still confuses me to this day.
All 3 were Prava.
I know, and that's what baffles me. Guess where that happened actually?
That was a Center Parcs 101 right there, because we are vaguely talking about things on topic. Stella being the beer
Leisure
Oh.
Bowl.
of Center Parcs doesn't just extend to the fact that we brought it and fell in love with it there. Well, I at least fell in love with Stella and associated it with them. Because then anytime I'd have Stella, it would be like Center Parcs in a bottle. Then we'd go back to Center Parcs. 10 Stellas, 10 bottles of Stella were brought by Daniel. And on night 1, 8 of them were consumed, leaving 2 Stella for the rest of the trip. But luckily, every single pub in Center Parcs, they have the same selection. And the main one, front and centre, is Stella. To the degree that the first pub we went to / restaurant for dinner on night 1 of Center Parcs this year was Bella Italia. Bella Italia, a place I have never been to in Scotland, that I've been to purely in Center Parcs, and don't plan on ever going in Scotland because it is a relic of Center Parcs. That is a brilliant pizza.
It was amazing. It's the best pizza I've ever had. I'd go as far to say that.
There's
I don't have a memory in my head
dips.
of having a better one.
See the dips, man.
The dips, the dough, the wasn't too
the
saucy.
dough was so
It was
it was the right mix.
a right amount of sauce, right amount of cheese. It
Right
wasn't
mix.
dripping off. It wasn't
It's
falling
excellent.
off.
Their beer selection was crazy though.
Oh, the beer selection in Bella Italia was great.
It was very diverse.
Was
as
that one
well.
that only had the one tap? And it
It was
Stella.
It was Stella tap.
You could get it. Thank you, You can get it in bottles as well, couldn't you? In Bella Italia.
Yes.
You could get a bottle of Stella.
You could get gluten-free, non-alcoholic.
Oh yeah, that was another.
On tap.
We were in the Welly one time and I ended up consuming gluten-free Stella. The only beer that is gluten-free that I've consumed.
Really?
Like, it was just so random. It was like, there's a Stella there, and she takes it out of the fridge.
Is that what you meant to do?
No.
And
I
it's,
don't think so.
No, that was me playing with my food.
I nearly was harmed.
I nearly spilled it on
You
myself.
still think you've got a
This
fat
is the
head.
4th Piss Takes episode, and this is the 4th one where Ryan has spilled
this will end
beer
in
on himself.
I'll end in tears, Ryan.
Your cup's massive. Look at the hole you're pouring that into. I've got a rim that gets white, like thinner. Yours is just fat as hell. Anyway,
It really isn't made for
enough talking about our rims, and back to talking about Bella Italia and their Stella
Yeah, that's a bit
selection.
ahead than last time.
Oh, that is a nice looking.
Much better than last time,
I mean,
because
because it's not a pint-sized tinny as well. It's a less than pint.
Indeed.
Stella is a. We spoke in episode 1, Aaron, about beers that complement food. For example, I think a Stella and a pizza is a good combination. I think
Because of
Bella
Bella
Italia.
Italia.
I think Bella Italia struck gold because with a pizza, you don't want something heavy. You don't want something weak. You want something the right kind of in the middle. So like, I imagine a pizza and a, say, Madrid would be quite nice. A pizza and a Stella is almost perfect. Like a pizza and a Carling, you don't want something too strong with a pizza. You don't want Star Prang in a, I mean, yes you do.
Yeah.
But you don't want Blue Moon in a pizza. That
No.
would make me not want to drink Blue Moon.
Probably.
I could have Blue Moon fish and chips, Blue Moon burger, absolutely. But not Blue Moon in a pizza. Because the orange would not complement the tomato sauce.
No.
That would be like
Probably
a
not,
completely two things going in opposite. Whereas Stella, that's a nice subtle taste that complements the pizza.
don't
What
like
kind of
it.
pizza did you go for?
I had the meat feast, I think it was called. It was chicken, pepperoni.
Is that what Daniel got last year?
It might very well be actually. I just remember there's been the one they light on the toppings. Like my bits of chicken were like fucking that big. There was chicken on it, pepperoni. I can't remember another one, and it was it might be a bit of honey on it as well. And it was fucking honestly, it was phenomenal. There's no other word for it. It's phenomenal.
Joshua, aside from eating Alex's dinner, what did you have?
Oh, you get calzone.
It was, so... Well,
Josh White, because of his mother, conveniently takes photographs of all of his meals. What do you want me to say?
look at that.
Fuck me, man.
It was like, I forgot what exactly it was called, but it was like barbecue base, barbecue sauce on the top. And
It's
it
like
had
the map of a war
and
zone.
it had like bacon on it,
I thought
and
it
it
was.
had chicken and like mushroom probably. It had like some weird stuff on it, but it was really nice. And me and Aaron shared a couple of dips as well, a garlic dip and a barbecue dip. It was really nice. So I canned that, and the pint of Stella went really nicely, as previously established.
I can clarify that the margarita pizza was equally as nice.
I mean, they definitely
This
been
is
very, very
right.
lovely.
I've got a
And then-
question
and then
that
I ate half
proposes
of-
a take.
Then I ate half of Alex's calzone. That was a good calzone as well. It was really nippy, but it was nice.
You ready
No,
for
it
this
wasn't
as a like take-based conversation?
That's fine.
What's your take on when you order a pizza in a place and it comes not cut for you? Because that really aggravates some people.
Well, that's like a just. It didn't have they didn't cut it in Bella Italia or spoons, but in Bella Italia they didn't. I didn't care. I just cut it myself.
I don't care.
I'd rather they cut it for me. And I'm the same with steaks. If I get a steak, I'd rather them cut it for me.
See if it's like a takeaway pizza. Well, yeah, you would want them to cut it up
Yeah.
for you, which is they usually do. But see if you're just dining, I don't
Because
care.
they don't.
Because
they
we don't have
know-
the right utensils now though. Like if you're a pizza, when I'm
There
using
you go.
that knife
There you go. That's the
and
point.
you're dragging all the toppings off and
That's
you're
the
dragging
point.
the cheese off.
They need to give us better knives.
I didn't think Bella Italia Govas
No,
like,
there was no
steak
pizza
knife
cutters
ones.
or steak knives. It
It
was
was
just
just
a
butter
knife.
knife.
It was just a knife, which
And
made
it
it a
was
bitch.
really shit.
It was a bitch to cut.
Like don't give an eye, all goes doing the same bowl.
I mean, I just
took
took-
saying.
No,
I mean,
It's
I
just
don't-
annoying.
I always usually just take my sweet time because see the thing is like it's a really annoying when it's in spoons because the crust in a spoons pizza
oh, aye.
is really just hard and
Flaky.
flaky, but also really hard and
And wet.
like that's when you're cutting the crust. That's when all this was like it goes to shit. But see that belly Italia, nice, soft,
Thick.
doughy, nice,
Thick and soft, something.
thick and
It
soft,
did cut quite easy.
and quite fluffy.
did cut
It
just
wasn't worth like
just went like
moaning about. But it does make me just kind of like, cut the middleman here
See,
and
I
do it
don't-
for me.
I don't think the thing is, my argument is not it should be pre-cut for you. I think you should cut it yourself, because everyone eats pizza in different slices. Some folk cut it into 8, some folk cut it into 4, some folk fold it over, some folk get creative. But I think they should give out better utensils for cutting. Like, see, even if it was just like,
Even if I had one plastic pizza roller to share between the table,
maybe 2, there was
Maybe
6
two.
of us, aye.
but no, they wee Schneider nice to go with. Because that just, it wasn't cutting it.
Pizzas.
We've had a
Pokeball.
joke of the day, and an Aaron joke of the day. We're just waiting for yours now.
I don't do them, it's only
No.
Aye, but we've got an Aaron one.
He's just good at puns.
True.
I'm just shite at them.
Let me give you a pizza advice.
Fistics plus. That's not. Fistics
Oh
plus.
shit, you're right, we've been marketing the wrong show.
This isn't Fistics plus, Ryan. It's Fistics. This is the
my
bollocks. This is the main one.
Why plastics plus?
Don't worry about it.
It's alright.
Oh.
That's what happens when you leave. That's Pistics after dark.
It's like rock.
You wanna
it's
see
like
this?
rock bottom Fistics.
So essentially, see
Soon they get fucking racist.
no, that's quick
Push
flash. see when you left last time, there was still 2 bottles of Star Famine, and the point was we were going to review the World's End movie as well. We didn't actually do that during the episode. So when you left, me and Josh did a review of the World's End, and we called it Pistics Plus.
Oh, see, sorry. Oh, no, that's quite smart actually, yeah.
Good time.
Oh shit, I actually forgot where we were.
Content. Stella and Bella Italia. Served on robots, always good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thoroughly enjoyed the Stella. That would be the final Stella pint I would have in Center Parcs. But I was one of the lucky ones that was able to swipe one of the remaining 2 bottles of Stella. Did you get a bottle of Stella at Center Parcs?
I did. I had one on the first day. I knew I had to
Smart.
give orders in early.
Yourself?
I don't think so. It was a very much a shame.
That means
It's a-
you had 1.
Mm-hmm.
I had 1.
And Daniel
Daniel
had
had
8. Just goes to show
And
though.
it's
doesn't
funny
it?
that Daniel stopped drinking in the kind of last 2 nights. He must have just run out of the Stella he was liking.
To show you that
He'd open the cover and just see his options were Carlsberg, Tennent's,
Guinness.
all those. He tried one of the cans of Guinness one night.
I don't know if he finished it, did he?
No, he had 2 sips, pulled it down the
Then
sink,
aye.
and I've got 3 cans of Guinness downstairs, of which
3 will go to your
Before you
papa.
Well,
2 will come back.
that's it. Last year,
And there's no Callum.
exact same thing
So who's having
happened.
them?
Exact same thing happened last year at Center Parcs. Daniel took a 4-pack of Guinness, tried one, realised it was shite, didn't finish it. I left with 3. 2 went to my papa, 1 Callum had.
And did not one come back for your papa?
And 1 did come back.
It went up at
of
Callum's.
which I gave to Callum.
He
But there's
wasn't.
no Callum now.
So,
So you're fucked.
well, I guess my papa's going to enjoy these Guinnesses.
Take
You
your
better
sweet
hope he
time.
enjoys it. Otherwise,
They were a gift from Daniel.
It was
Daniel's one of my few pals who knows who he is.
true.
straight after.
Oh no, it would have met all of us because
Yeah, but
nosebleed.
that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I know it doesn't
Oh,
fucking.
the nosebleed, the Christmas
What?
Eve
My
fiasco.
papa knows Daniel, Josh, and Callum.
Mhm.
'Cause it doesn't go past Kincaidson.
True.
It doesn't go past Kincaidson.
Go back and kids and Daniel wasn't keen on the can Star Prime either. It was straight after those
Oh.
Mozarts.
Interesting.
It was straight after those Mozarts and the start in the Stella. He was like,
He doesn't like canned beer in general.
he just doesn't like tennis. Did he have a tinny attendance on the roads on that walk? Did he? No.
No,
No.
I think so. No, I didn't. I never had one either. I'm good with tennis, to be fair. I wasn't impressed with the way Tennis Star was kind of pulling its weight.
I was
I
quite
think the
enjoying it.
I think Tennis Tenants is.
I'll argue
It's
that I loved the
just-
Tinnies of Star Pram and Center Parcs because they were my release from the suffering that was 4 or 5 Tinnies attendance a night just to get them finished.
I can't
I can't believe
I think Carlsberg, I think the most actually in the heart.
Which is a weird one because it wasn't the good Carlsberg.
It was so funny because
I need to have that. Is it
Carlsberg
gold label?
Gold.
Yeah, I
That is a drink that I would choose
Right,
to have.
yeah.
Carlsberg, I would only choose to have in spoons because for a spell they were selling it for £2.
think it's only like £2.50 now. It's still
And now it's
really
£2.50.
cheap.
It's the cheapest one. It is the best cheap beer.
It's cheap as fuck.
It was just really funny when me and Connell arrived at yours and we're just like rating your fridge for all the call meat and I just have a peek in your bag and I see Carlsberg in blue moon. I'm like, good choice. Did you try it? Did you try Blue Moon at that point?
I think I had a wee
Did
bit
you have
of
like a?
Blue Moon.
I think you probably had a sip.
I probably had a wee try.
And you had like a sip
I still
of
may
mine.
have a pint of Blue Moon eventually, and sadly I don't do it in Golf X anymore.
You sure as shit didn't have any of my Blue Moon. I guarded that shit to fuck. Thank you very much, Emily's father.
Oh,
Is that Emily's father's contribution?
Yeah, it was. It's for my birthday. I got the full Blue Moon.
Well, thank you for being born.
So,
Like,
thankfully I
For
bought
the
right
only
time,
reason,
for the
in
reason
that
again.
one moment, I got Blue
You
Moon
got Blue Moon
on the
and
lakeside
Center Parcs.
ending, and I think we stopped beating around the bush. We're not doing a day-by-day breakdown. We're just going all over the fucking joint. Day 2 of Center Parcs this year was one of the best days
Of our
of
life.
the year.
I think it's the
life.
best days ever.
Of life.
Of ever. In anyone's life. Because that was the day that 2 of the corest memories I will ever have happened.
2?
Swimming. We go
Cycling.
swimming. Myself,
Oh, yes.
Connell and Aaron are in the cyclone, but the cyclone breaks down, and you 3 decide to stay
Oh no,
in the queue.
that
so
was
we
the
elect.
with the
We elect to scrap the
Aye,
cyclone,
fuck
and we
cyclone.
decided
True.
we were going to go on the outside one. So we went up to the outside one. The 3 of us are standing there. We get to the front of the queue, and we notice that the outside one is extra steaming today. It looks like it could cook you alive, and believe me, Connell went in first and it cooked him alive. He gets down, he slides down it. The outside one it's the best slide, but it is known for having a shite start.
Yes, of course.
See, once you get out of the start, you are being
It's
waterboarded to
It's
but
so
shot about, brattled bruise. I still have a massive bruise on my head from where I at one point was literally floating and landed down like that. That was the worst one for me this year.
You've got to keep the momentum. Like at the very start, it's just doesn't matter how much you like that.
I don't- I think that's
That
crazy.
water, like, and then I remember lying down. I'm like, am I really not moving yet? I'm literally moving like this down the slope, and then even then, like, because you're still inside and you're kind of going at this pace.
And then when you get the second you get outside, it goes from 0 to 100 like that.
It's that left turn.
Yes.
That goes.
And then right in the middle, there's a little slow bit. And that little slow bit is good because it allows you to breathe.
Is that those 2
Because
bits of water that's in the side?
Because that's something you haven't done in a while. Right in the middle of the slide experience, you're no longer having water sprayed in your face. You can finally get a quick splayed again. So there's no way of knowing if the slide was failing at the start because it always feels shit. I go in and I am screaming and shouting to fuck. I don't know what you heard.
I heard,
But
whoa.
I was just trying to make
undiscernible, but
I
it
was
was
just
loud.
trying to make as much noise as possible, telling you not to come down the slide. And then at one point, I just shouted, "Actually, join us," because there's a sign outside of the slide that said, "In the case of a water flow failure, do not get up, walk, blah 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 blah. Just stay seated." Fuck that. The water flow failed, and I just stopped, and I just find Connell standing, just like classic Connell, slightly hunched over like this, because there was the tiniest bit of water going.
It was so shit.
But it was enough that you couldn't walk normally because you would
You had to tread
you had
very
to
carefully and slowly.
walk, and then I'm
Just the fact that
standing
you
up.
could still walk, like in general, that's like in a slide like that. The fact that you could stand
Stand
up.
barefoot on smooth plastic.
And
with
then
the
you
water
just
running through
spawn
it.
in, and it's just the kind of 3 of us being like,
But I don't know.
It was just hilarious because me, Alex, and
Mubbuk.
me, Alex, and Daniel. I was forgetting the name there for some reason. So we were
Sorry, I forget his name all the time, he's a prick.
we've been doing the cyclone and we're like, rah, cyclone, and then we come out like, let's join them at the end bit,
Right.
and it's just a turn to my right and I just see you with your like lynch marks on the back, and like obviously Connell's,
Nah.
and then I think I just see your goggles on, just like hair doing like that, goggles like that, no expression, and just kind of slowly but surely walking like from all sorts of directions. He's went back up at one point.
Yeah,
and
he's
he's gone
just
back.
all via
And we're
mouse.
like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
We got to experience a water flow failure.
Which was,
That's generational.
That was amazing.
That will never happen again.
No.
And that happened
I hope it
right
happens again.
That happened right after the cyclone buggered.
Like bugger die.
And then once that buggered, we get buggered, and the 3 of us are just
Oh, yeah.
walking we walked the slide essentially. And it's quite a quick slide. It's actually quite a long slide. It's about a minute you're probably on it if you're
30,
sliding.
40 seconds to walk
Aye.
it, definitely.
Oh, walking it was double like that,
Yeah,
because it was
like a
like
minute.
it's a minute you're on the slide if you're actually sliding pretty much. So walking it was like 4 or 5 really awkward minutes.
With a lot of other bystanders, just kind of.
There was
a lot of
two or
awkward
three
people,
guys who elected to just follow the instructions
and
and
just
sit.
wait.
And I was like, you're doing it wrong. Did you see what happened to the ones that waited?
No, actually, no.
A lifeguard
Did they just
spawned in, right? And they got a kind of, you know, the hooks.
Oh my god.
They got a
fuck
hook,
off, like an animal thingy.
and then you'd hold on to it so that you'd have support as you walk. Fuck that. That is the like, see any single person, Josh White and that looked out and saw us walking the slide, that would be embarrassing because we'd have looked so silly having to tread carefully. But at least we were holding on to a hook for support.
Like
Anyone on the other side of the lake that could see us wouldn't be looking at us holding onto a hook with another like 17-year-old lifeguard support. No. And there was a good bit near the end when you could actually start just sitting on your arse and sliding down the slide bits because it gets quite steep at the end, and there was enough water
to get you through.
It wouldn't push you, but you could get down the slope easy, and then you'd push yourself to the next one. So we did get to go down the dramatic bit at the end. The lifeguard just standing up there, just going like.
So you know what?
It was like
they look like they won't slap their ass.
It was like a scene from Stand By Me.
Walking the train line.
Just walking the road. Just
walking the train
with
line.
no, just the end in sight. It was like a scene for Stand By Me.
And the end was the beginning of the end is the beginning, because that was the beginning of the best night of, as we just established, our life.
Honest to God, that would be the best night of life.
We get the Mozarts in when we get back, so on and so forth. We play Fitba for a while, kicking the ball about. That was great.
That was a good time.
The back was the 5 years, because, was Alex ever going to do that? No.
It was good, because the weather wasn't the best at Center Parcs. There was some good nights. There was some good dry nights.
The weather was so bipolar. But it was almost perfect, because see, when we were needing it to be sunny, it was.
I could see that it was the last night that I went to take photos. It was amazing.
Yeah, when they walked back. But that was us going back home anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Because see, even if it was cloudy, overcast, we were planning we could get it was cost and stuff like that to hire an actual little pitch. So we thought, why not just kick the ball? But
the big girl in the 2-3 Oaks.
Like it's 2014 and we're just kind of hanging about the scheme with a ball. That's the best way to kick a ball.
Passy between the three of you.
Yeah, it was me calling
it changed into passy between the four of us. Josh White joined us and we realised that passy between the five of us was unfeasible. There wasn't that much room, so it then became fucking
Kicky in the middle.
Kicky in the middle.
Kicky in the middle.
Kicky in the middle.
We'll go for that.
I spent a lot of time in the middle because the only way I could get the ball off someone is if they fucked up. Whereas Connell, Daniel, Josh, you were able to get the ball by skill. I think that says a lot about my skills as a football person. But the most important part about this, I think, is we need to get right in here with a saying that we take no sense of support in any way to Chelsea Football Club. What the fuck, Chelsea?
Chelsea's up. Chelsea's in. Remember,
they're in deep water.
Shit. They're in deep water right now. That's. What was it like? What was that again?
78 violations.
It was violations of
their old manager. Definitely did some terrible things.
Yeah. So all this happened before this news hit.
Well, we had a choice of 3 balls for Center Parcs. Celtic, well, they're all Rangers fans. They wouldn't touch that. Liverpool, Daniel might punt that, but he'd be punting it to break it. And Chelsea was the inoffensive one.
Very indifferent.
Then a bunch of news broke about Chelsea.
I didn't know that.
Where is that ball?
So many violations. That ball is currently in possession of Gary Housekeeping.
See, we left it. That's great.
We left it in the kids'
kids' chair, yeah.
Kids' chair, high step chair. Gary Housekeeping has Copperberg vodka.
Oh, he got that. Gary,
fucker.
You were the one that said to leave it because you were like, leave it for the guy. I'd strike that if I saw that, so we'll treat Gary Housekeeping.
I saw it. Hopefully they'll take it, and that's hopefully.
Do you remember anything from 9 in the morning and any of the nights? Any of the mornings, sorry.
No.
Between the biggest morning person, are you?
No. That was
neither of that.
That was It was the Chelsea ball that we used, which was.
I've still got that Mozart in my fridge with a dribble left at the bottom. I'm waiting till my mum is in the right mood to try it. She's never had Mozart before. So
interesting.
So she's as soon as I get in the right mood, I'm going to
be in the mood for a shot, a singular shot.
Just see the next time the wrestling's given, she's up watching
when they're live and the Netflix are like, here you go.
Netflix, 4 in the morning. That's when our mother needs a Mozart.
To be Mozart.
No, actually, what you do is you do it at 3 in the morning to keep her awake until 4. Because Mozart does not put you to sleep.
No, it kind of rejuvenates you a wee bit.
Mozart's were our prees. before said event.
Before big highlights, the pre's
Yeah.
being to the highlight of the week. So for some odd reason, Center Parcs this year fell amongst 4 of our birthdays, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Five.
5 including Callum.
5, yeah, because we decided that Josh White 15th, we were going to count that because it was the first week of
it's like
September.
that's like
Alex,
the season.
the 8th, we were going to count that. The 31st, the day before, yourself and Daniel, and the 1st, Callum. So 5 birthdays out of 7, because Callum was with us in Twitter. Callum is Gary House.
Callum is.
Look, on day 1, I was mentioning Callum backwards and forwards, wish him a happy birthday, and he said it doesn't matter, you can wish it to me in person. I'll meet you in the pool.
Did he say that?
He said, I've got a text from Callum
That's
that said,
good.
I'll meet you in the pool. So then I
Okay.
said, happy birthday. Obviously you can't make Center Parcs this year, but obviously you are in Canada. And he's like, don't worry,
Okay.
I'll get you in the pool. And I was like,
He'll
he
get us
said the line, Bart. He said the line.
He'll get us in the pool.
Because he will. And he did.
He always will get.
Well, he didn't.
Roll credits.
I'm not editing credits. You think I like it? One of my favourite piss takesisms. One of my favourite piss takesisms is in the morning. Tomorrow morning, when I go back and I get to watch this, and I get to watch this insanity, and I get to decide how much editing am I going to put into this. So see when me and Aaron have episodes together, or when me and you have episodes together, I put in a lot of work to the editing. I edit everything that Aaron says, it's just Aaron on screen. Edit and I say it's just me. If there's reactions, it's both of us. I actually do cutaways. But see if there's 3 of us.
There's effort put into it.
See if there's 3 of us, I can't do that. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to adjust the sound quality, I'm going to chop off the beginning, chop off the end, edit in the piss breaks, and that is it. That is the editing done. Because I can't edit it so that only one of us is on screen at the same time. It has to always be the 3 of us. So I get an easy edit tomorrow morning, and I'm not going to watch this.
No.
Because I'll lose my mind. That's your problem right now if you're still watching this, you mentalist. Anyway, Callum is on this image that I created because I said very early on, when we first booked Center Parcs, we booked the Lakeside in for the Tuesday because that's the fancy night, and I said to everyone, we're going to use that night to celebrate everyone's birthdays. If you've got a polo shirt or a shirt, like dress, not formal, but like dress nice for that. And how we interpreted that is how we normally interpret that, and that is every end of the spectrum.
This was literally the exact jacket, exact same t-shirt, exact same trousers. I'm rather sure. I think this is my Lakeside Inn outfit.
This is what happens when you tell Josh White that. I didn't bring a dressy shirt, I just brought a nice shirt.
That was very nice.
Daniel brought his new polo shirt that he wanted to show off. Pretty green one, very nice. Connell brought a polo shirt. And you and Alex, well, Alex dressed as a teacher, and you went full formal. Because that's the scale of what happens when you say dress in a shirt or nice. And I respect that, but you look damn good in polo shirts, mate. So you need to invest in polo shirts.
Home tonight.
I remember, I think it was the first time we ever went to Lychee's, and we were all dressed up, and you had a polo shirt on, and you left to go home, and it's me and Daniel walking home because we stayed out afterwards. I think it was just myself, yourself, and Daniel that stayed out. You and Callum, I probably left. And
is that the one with the iconic photo with Callum in the hat?
It might be that one, or it might be the one afterwards, but regardless, whatever one we dressed up nicely for. And Daniel says to me, you know what? I don't look damn good in that polo shirt. And I was like, you're right.
Like, just those epiphanies.
So taking us back to true colours. There was a
question.
There was a
6
question.
years later.
There was a question about who sometimes looks like surprisingly the best. For example.
No, it was who looks the best from out of photos.
Yeah, who looks the best in person, not in photos.
Not in photos.
You. Immediately, if you're in a poll, me and Daniel both double voted you because of that one day and that one polo shirt, and also the shirt and trousers combination from the day before of the Lakeside Inn. Fuck yeah, that was a good look. So you look very nice dressed up, is what we're trying to say.
Sophie's birthday.
I was gonna say, I don't know if that's gonna inform your. Did you ever? Because Josh White had this recently. And I had this, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, when you just have like moments where you're like, right, time to completely change how I dress.
I remember the exact conversation. It was during that walk.
Yeah.
It was during the Great Center Parcs third night in walk, and I was like, it was like before I left Center Parcs, I've totally just gutted like half of my wardrobe. literally, the only things that I've got left is like 5 t-shirts, my Asda uniform, my Dino's apron, and 2 jackets. 3 jackets. But like, you know what I mean? I've not got much.
There's
Very
very
funny to say that. I don't remember the exact night as well. I had that exact same realisation.
Fair.
So like, hopefully for the great Sophie 28th, October 11th, fiasco of 2025, just somewhat alright.
Can I quickly get a threat in before we come back to this conversation?
A threat?
Yes.
Go on.
See this idea of like one day you just wake up or you're in the shower or you're at a walk and you're like, right, gonna change how I dress.
How's the night out?
For example, night out. Reese, see when it happened to you, I'm sorry mate, I'm so sorry. You need it to happen again. Anyway.
Is this about your birthday?
No, this is just about Reese maybe 2 or 3 years ago just decided, I know what I want to start wearing. And then his hair got really long.
Yeah.
If you're happy, Reese, you're happy, we respect that.
But we're not.
What the fuck? Anyway, yourself, your night out.
I just remember being, it was with the Army Reserve boys, and I was up in Glasgow, and it was just me and myself with all these guys. I knew for 2 weeks of training, I didn't know them well. And I remember I had my black jeans, I remember my exact outfit, it was my black jeans and my black gazelles, and a shirt on, and a black Lacoste jumper, and I had my haircut, and I thought I was alright. And I remember I seen one of the boys there, and he was wearing cargos, which is all I wear now. He had white shoes on, I never wear white shoes. White shoes, a pair of grey cargos, and just a white t-shirt on. And after that I was like, man, that's much more bright, much more vibrant, and makes them just look
that character,
more like colourful, makes them look more this. And I was like, man, I need to start really change what I wear, because I always wear jeans. Like I remember if we go to Skint, all I would have was black jeans on every night out, and my legs don't like in jeans. I've not got big legs, I've got wee chicken legs.
I remember
so I was like, I need to fucking really like have a look at myself. And then when I go home that night, I might not be able to bought myself, and that's all I wear now is cargos. I've got 2 pairs of greys, I've got a pair of black, and I'll wear white t-shirts, whether it's Nappers or North Face.
It's a bit vibrant.
I feel like that's like step 1.
That's about a year and a half.
The colour.
No, it's not even that. Step 1 of every person's outfit
Fashion
change,
journey.
especially for guys, is white t-shirts.
Aye.
Oh,
I've seen somebody wearing it and
starts
go
with a
like,
white t-shirt and everything else is built around.
and then
white
your
t-shirt.
birthday is the first ever time I've ever had smart clothes.
That's just
From
that polo
beyond
shirt.
at like 8.
That polo shirt.
That polo shirt, which was for the Christmas dance at
Look,
Expo.
next time you have that epiphany, it's the smarter you dress, the better you look. So.
see, like,
I don't think just smart. I love wearing a shirt and jeans.
Oh, it's a nice feeling,
just,
isn't it?
It is.
It's
It
like,
makes you feel brand new.
it's like
It's like the Wolf
it's
of Wall
a
Street.
different kind of confidence.
Honestly.
Because you have confidence when you're comfortable, you have confidence when you think you look good, and you have confidence when you're dressed.
To impress.
That kind of feeling of the shirt, the white shirt.
see the white
feeling.
t-shirt. Like I had a white t-shirt when I used to wear it. It's gone now because it's like, it's not like
Rest in peace,
it's-
white t-shirt.
It's not stained, but it was de-whiting. You know, it wasn't white anymore.
Fuck. How old was it?
I don't know.
Jesus.
De-whiting.
Josh White.
It was de-whiting.
No, Josh White. Josh D. White. How does a t-shirt go from, like, what colour does it go if it's white? What happens when it's
yellow?
yellow?
Like
I
a,
don't
like
know,
a
right?
smoker's living room.
See, I
yellow.
See,
If
I'm,
it's teeth.
I'm
A
almost,
jaundice yellow.
I'm honestly sure. You know, right? You know in Paddington 2, right?
Like a cigarette filter yellow.
So when it puts when Paddington Bear is in the prison and he chucks the pink sock into the washing machine
I love
with
this.
all the see, I love that just talking about that, and it's you know in Paddington 2 that was good. That was a good bit.
Yeah, you hype yourself up for
yeah,
your
that-
own bit.
No, that was
Shite bit.
oh, it was quite funny though.
It's quite shit. I didn't even get it in the watch movie, so.
So
I got it.
all the white and black, but mainly white prison t-shirts.
When he turns around and be a pink.
It turns like colour. I think that's probably what happened to that. So that's why he de-whited. And
I
I'm like, I need a new one.
Is that with the big chef
Yes.
doesn't want to make food? It's like, just put loads of sugar in.
McLanty.
Put more sugar in. It's lovely.
So you basically know the film already.
That-
You
that's
basically,
I don't get to see that on YouTube short.
You've basically
man,
watched it.
Gleeson. Aye.
You've basically watched the film.
Well, just
Wait from where?
well, it's not about dressing.
Lakeside and
Lakeside and you dressing nice and it being like
Top tier.
dynamite. I remember mine enough, and I believe the best way to chart mine is through ScotRail tours. If you look at like maybe the first ScotRail tour through to the 20th, and I've got that big grey jacket on, nice.
Aye,
You-
and the black gloves and the blue
That,
jeans.
absolutely. Then you go from black glove, blue jeans, big grey to
Dark blue jacket.
Not even that. Adidas trackies, Adidas jacket, Adidas hat. Okay, something's gone quite weird in Ryan's world. It seems like he's channeling his inner Zulu in a way. Then it moved up because the jacket got nicer, but it was still the Adidas
It's a pretty
jockeys.
green, that blue jacket.
Oh, yeah.
I remember you wearing that.
Oh yeah, then it moved from that to kind of jumpers because it got sunny, and it was just various things of jumpers, but always was hats. And then something just changed, and it became no longer wearing hats and wearing the most weird range of jackets that ranged from big red shirt jackets to leather to the fluffy ones round there to green parka-esque things. That's when you can
The
shop.
yellow trainers were nice.
The yellow trainers was a special.
The yellow
breed.
trainers were lovely. The yellow was a Sambas.
They are in
The
there.
yellow Sambas.
They do not fit, but they are in there because.
What size are they?
Do you want?
Do you want them?
Ryan, I'm size 11 and a half.
You're 11 and a half.
I'm 11 and a half.
I thought you were going
I
to say.
could probably go 12.
I thought you were going to say 8 or 9.
I could probably fit a 12.
I'm 10 and a half. I
My
think.
Air Forces are 11, and my T's are near the end.
Well, they're probably 7 or 8.
So I definitely don't want them.
Yeah.
Well, I want them, but I can't wear them, sadly.
Yeah, because I'm a 9 at the moment.
You're a 9. You could squeeze into them on a special occasion. SRT
And-
101 and we go
and-
back to Troon and
and-
we'll just wear the same outfit.
And then we just do them all again.
You're onto something.
I'm not going back to Coilton.
You're onto something.
I'm not going back to Coilton.
You're onto something.
I know you and fucking Daniel don't
What
leave
the fuck
Coilton.
happened
I'm
in
not going
Coilton,
to
Ryan?
You're onto something.
I've seen what happened in Patna.
Josh,
What
see,
happened in Coilton?
see when we went to Coilton,
Right, yeah.
the next day, the big scary man on the telly was like, pandemic, lockdown. Coilton was 2 days before they announced lockdown.
Oh, very nice.
We also did a ScotRail tour on myself and Daniel and Aaron in Spirit did a ScotRail tour on the day of
Official.
on the day of the lockdown announcement that Monday.
The Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was like I think me and Daniel got home at 5:30 and the announcement was at 6. So we're like,
So if we go back to Coilton fishing, you're going to say there's a fucking global pandemic. Right?
basically yes, I'll
We're
have
going
a
to summon one.
of a pan.
Maybe we should go back to
Damn it.
Coilton.
I've been pitching for ages. Seeing as this is the birthday, we'll all celebrate the birthday night in the lakeside thing, and I decided I want to do a cake, and I didn't quite know what the cake was going to be. I knew I wanted it to be a kind of meme-based cake, like something really.
Just something
I had
funny.
2 things in mind when I first had this idea when we first booked Center Parcs in like May, and it was A, get a really, 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 really nice cake, or B, get a joke. And then I brought this idea up to Daniel. I'm going to do a cake. I mentioned to Alex I'm going to do a cake. I think I mentioned it to you at one point. I'm going to do a cake, and I mentioned to
I
Paul
think I knew
I was going to do a cake, but I gave no explanation. And one night I'm in Golf X with Josh White,
Oh, this was a good day. It was a nice
wasn't
walk.
it? We went a walk and then into the pub. Yeah.
Golf X for
And I'm blathering with Josh.
It's
and
like
I'm
all
like,
good days. You go one with that
absolutely,
pub. Like
absolutely. Or the cinema and then a pub.
Oh.
Aaron's on board, by the way, Josh White,
Thank God.
to go see some new movies in the cinema.
Ah,
And then,
so
like,
yeah, that was a brilliant
like,
day.
8 o'clock.
One
seven-
I'm more fucking well on. I was so ill that day. I remember being in the toilet with you and be like, yeah, bro, I shouldn't be here.
You know, there's an alternate reality where that cake was Reservoir Dogs. Remember we
True.
you
Is
said
that
that,
what- is that
and then
a-
we were like,
True,
oh,
I'll
still
wrap this up and we'll come back to that. It's quite
We
funny. 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock film finishes at 9. Dogs until last bus. Those are because you just talk about the film. You have a nice thing. You have 2 pints maybe.
2 or 3.
If you're lucky, 2 or 3. You get the crisps in. It's a lovely time. We did it a few times last year with Callum.
Yeah.
After seeing like Deadpool and Joker, for example.
Did that, yeah.
But this year, I want to get back into it, and I want to get my little cinema card. Because on Mondays, they do 2 for 1, which means that someone's free. And I mean, you finish work at what?
At 4? 4
4.
or 5, aye.
The film's at 7.
I could just go in after
It's
work.
just like a evening.
You could go home,
Or even go
So,
here, get changed, come
then
back.
head in for 7 or 8, because it's 7 or 8. The films you want to see are the 3 times are 7:20, 7:40, or 8. They show films that you might want to see. So that's a good night.
That
Because
was a
it
really
gives
good
you
night.
because it gives you like an hour or 2 for 2 pints for the
Aye.
last bus, or if you just wants to walk home if it was nice. But mainly the
Well,
last
it
bus
was.
time.
We got to when we did it the other night. The last bus is 11:20 for us, and it got to 11, and we were like, right, the choices are another drink or walk home. It wasn't raining. It wasn't the nicest weather,
It was a good walk though.
but we elected to walk. Yeah.
And then by the
Yeah.
time we were back over there at Zulu, the bus literally went past us. So
We got home at the same time. The classic. Anyway, yes. So this cake, I mentioned to Josh White that I wanted to do a cake, and Josh was like, "Oh, what do you want to do?" And I was like, I don't know, maybe I'll just get like a collar and a caterpillar or some nonsense like that. And Josh's like, see Asda. Well, you can explain your Asda pitch.
Okay, so
You can do your marketing in your own company.
because I'm the CEO of Asda, remember. So at Asda, we
Also, should we just split these 3 ways?
2, 3 oaks, perhaps.
Just split these 2 cans 3 ways.
If you'd like.
Like top Josh up a wee bit, top you up, top me up.
So in Asda, basically, they do this lovely little machine, right? And you choose like a plain cake from the shelf, whether it be a chocolate or just sponge or whatever, what have you. And on this little screen, on this little machine, you can connect your phone to it via either Bluetooth. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So in this machine, connect it to your Bluetooth or your cable, connect it to your phone. Oh my god, that head. And basically, you can just.
I was too busy pouring you a good pint.
That's a good pint. Look at that head. Anyway, you can connect your phone and whatever, and you can choose a photograph, a picture in your gallery, and you can put it on a cake, and you can put like borders on it. You can put text on it.
I'll get a shot of that later, mate.
You can do all sorts with it, and then you just hand a little receipt to the bakery guy, and he'll print it out on a cake 10 minutes later. So me and Ryan did in Golf X, right? We were speculating, right? So we're definitely getting this.
No,
cake,
it was
right?
the conversation started with like what photo of us, because we ideally wanted the 6 of us: Connell, Daniel, Aaron, Josh, Alex, and me on it. And I came to the conclusion that there is not a photo out there
With a Callum.
No, that has the 6 of us together on it. So you get thinking, can I try and sneakily force one to happen over the next couple of weeks? Or do I do what I do best, which is just edit crap on Photoshop? And that's what we decided to do. So we had a conversation in Golf X. This was the night we discovered they did not do Blue Moon anymore. Sad time. We're sat outside in the beer garden, and it's a beautiful beer garden. I mean, literally, I think 2 days later we took you to the beer garden.
Yeah.
We sat out there. It was just us. We started off sat face to face from each other, but we were like, no, we have to sit kind of gaily beside each other on these comfy chairs just to have a conversation.
Gaily?
Shouting. Well,
you made it gay. I mean,
you said it at the time. I merely brought it back up.
I didn't say it at the time.
Yes, you did.
You sat and you're like, oh, that's quite romantic. And I'm like,
there is not a world where I went,
oh, yeah, you did. I've seen that.
In the Golf X pub, maybe there is.
well, it's
Golf X.
It's my word versus your word, and I have a stronger word.
True. Do you know?
I think it was. I'll leave Ryan.
Alright, go on.
What was the gain from lying?
Quite easily, mate. I've got a stronger word. I've got a more threatening presence.
True.
Right.
Anyway, what the fuck with the cake? Let's get back
Anyway,
to
we're
that.
talking about this, and I
Jesus.
was just trying to think of like groups of 6 lads, essentially. Imagery that we could put on a cake that I could edit our faces onto that could be kind of cool. And the first one that came to my head for some reason, and it was purely because I'd recently watched the film, was The Reservoir Dogs.
It's always on my mind when it comes to like that stuff.
Exactly. Now, funnily enough, at Center Parcs 2 Electric Bungalow, Josh White took a photo on the digicam that we for some reason bought, which basically just replicated the Reservoir Dogs.
This fucking thing. 25 quid in B&M, 12.50 each. Oh. Wait, man, well, might not be in it.
Nice.
There's just none of us in that anyway. I'll just hold that over there.
I don't think there is anything.
I think it's got the 8 Stella cans on the windowsill.
Whatever photo we get.
It's not looking good. Oh my Ryan, it's not.
Whose head is that? Is that your
Mine.
Lovely. Can you hear that?
We'll all have a go. I'll give it to you, I'll give it to Josh, and we'll see who gets the best one. I definitely have the worst one.
Anyway, back to Reservoir Dogs. You just recently watched it.
Well, talking about maybe like, because this iconic shot of the 6 of them walking down the street, we could easily sort that. But then I got thinking, I genuinely don't know how to decipher who's who in that. Like, oh, who's Mr. White, who's Mr. Pink? I mean, Josh White's Mr. White. Who's Mr. Pink? Who's like Mr. White? A conversation that could never end. Like, and then Josh White says, "Still game." Because we all, at this point, because we recently discovered that Alex and you had seen Still Game. We knew Connell had, obviously myself, Daniel and Josh have seen it. Oh, you're not going for a 3 of us. You've got to try and get a 3 of us. And Josh will try and get a 3 of us. Josh has the worst job here. This is all Aaron because of how close up the shot is.
For fuck's sake, go on. Oh, for fuck's sake, man! Is it charged? No, it's not printing anymore because it's not charged. That'll be a good one. Oh, you bastard, I'm almost done it.
Nice.
Lovely.
And Josh, right, give it a go, see what happens, and then we'll...
Right,
Yeah, there's no way you get
No,
it.
you've got this.
I don't think I'm getting. You'll have to go very, very close to me.
I love to get the cameras as well. This is camera reception.
It'll just be my face.
Oh my god, all 3 of us are in it. That's insane. I'll print them at a later date.
Can I ask him? Because I can't remember.
Oh,
Still
no.
Game Cake was that time.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
No, you were Bobby.
You were
Bobby.
You were
Oh,
Bobby.
Bobby.
I was
Right.
Winston.
Alright, we'll run through the why shortly.
Yeah, I
We'll
thought
do
it'd be Tam for being a cheapskate bastard.
Oh, yeah, but
We had like.
So we're in this, and we basically spent some time hunting down the imagery that we're going to use.
Man, I'm sorry. I will clean that up.
It was bound to happen, Ryan. We've actually not had a spill yet. This is the first spill of piss takes. The first spill.
It's the first.
I spilled
You spilled a few, but I think
on
I
myself
I think
in
I
every
saw
this.
episode.
I think
This
think
is my floor.
I think this is.
Josh, stop stroking the. The chair is fine.
I'm drying
Aaron,
it.
please stand up.
I'm drying it. I will dry.
The sheer
Alright.
quantities of coke I spilled on that
Oh
chair.
my God.
Anyway, Aaron, please sit down.
It could be
I don't
worse.
know why I sat down after I just
It's
seen
on the other side. It's on the other
Oh, no,
side.
it's like a farmer artist stuck into that.
Yeah. Get in there.
Anyway, sorry. So you picked Still Game.
We find the right image. It's one of the 7 characters in front of the Klansman. And then it became a
I literally
question.
searched up Still Game, it was the first image I got.
we were looking for one that might be better.
Well done.
We might find better. But that was the best one. We had to have the conversation about who was who. And there was 7 people. And for some baffling reason, the first name we identified was Callum.
Callum is Navid.
Callum is Navid.
Get that.
Hi, no, that does work though.
And we walked back from there. Like, we started with Callum as Navid, and then we moved very quickly to, well, myself and Daniel are Jack and Victor. Friendships in Teenager 2, it's gotta be. And then it became a heated conversation about who's who. Because I prefer Victor. He's my favourite character in the show. But I think I'm more of the Jack.
He's more Jack.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel is more of the Victor. Even though I think we both prefer the opposite. So we've had those 2 in, and I was like, right, seeing as Daniel's my favourite character, I'm going to do Daniel the dirtiest by hunting down an image of him that he despises and choosing that one from Bell's Bank when he has the sideburns, because I think it'd be really funny if he ate that on a cake. So that's what I did. Callum, do you remember the picture I chose of Callum? Was it an escape room one?
It must have. I think it was a Prague one.
It was a Prague
I
one.
think it was a Madame Tussauds.
No, it's him between them.
Yeah, Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him with the Stormtrooper and Madame Tussauds. Because truthfully, all the photos of Callum look the same.
He's just.
So we had those 3 penciled in immediately, and then I thought of the joke of Alex's Isa, because that boy can gossip.
True.
So we fired in Alex's Isa, and then it became who's the Winston.
The wee wind up merchant.
And I think that also the kind of main sidekick to the main 2, and that came down to a conversation essentially of, I think whoever was there would have got it. Because Winston is probably the funniest character in the show. Probably has some of the best storylines.
Scotch Corner.
Probably has some of the best storylines. So I think if I had this conversation with you, you would have been Winston. Bastard. But I had this conversation with Josh White, which made Josh White
Winston,
of course. And that left 2, Tam and Bobby. And with you and Connell left, genuinely coin flip.
Would have either been Tam or Bobby.
You are a stingy bastard.
Yep.
You could very easily have been Tam. But so's Connell. And I think this one came down to the fact that Connell's head fit better on Tam.
Deserves a kid.
I genuinely think, because the image of you, I thought it'd be much like picking the worst image of Daniel. I thought it'd be really funny to pick an image of someone when they were really young. So I picked an image of you
like
from
13
I picked an image of you from 2019. And the way it shaped perfectly fit
I
Bobby.
swear I remember it. Is that when we tried Napa Jakey's on?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've got the long hair.
I knew that one.
Yes. And Connell's face perfectly fit Tam, your face perfectly fit Bobby, and I was like, they were interchangeable at this point. Very nice cake. And then I had this ingenious idea of let's change the Klansman from the Klansman. And never address it and just hope that folk notice it. Well, I had two choices. I had the Merchant or Wassels. Because the Merchant is good and Wassels is the regular. We went for the room in Wassels.
Which was the best option, I'd say.
Yes. So we take this cake, we walked to the lakeside inn, we went to the sports bar first actually just to continue this really good day. Got some Starapramins in. Daniel think had a course because he wasn't feeling the Staro. Happens to us all.
A couple of pictures in a cam.
This was the day we started digging about the Digicam. We didn't touch it on day one, we touched it on day two. And the mixed feelings throughout the entire day about the quality of this Digicam. It was like trying to accept that it was so shit that at the same time it was so good.
Like, see, like Center Parcs 2, I can only, like, see if I have a memory of what happened in Center Parcs 2, it's in that quality. It's in that 70 pixel, like, camera.
Both Sean Lamond and Rachel Muir of uni, Josh White, approached me when I was with them on Wednesday, and they were like, see Josh's photos from Center Parcs, they're amazing. And I was like, yeah, they are. And they were like, I really like the Digicam effect. And I was like, I took most of them. That's me. I took most of them. Aaron took most of them.
So I took a lot.
You took a few.
I took a good few, yeah.
But I'd argue
You were just bored and fucked about with it for so long.
I'd argue me and Aaron took the best ones. You took the Reservoir Dogs one, which is sick.
I thought this was going to be like the...
But like the Mario Kart
The Mario one is a staple.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to refer to like, oh yeah, with the stars and that, and refer to actual Josh photography, but then they mentioned the Digicam effect.
That's what I thought. And I mean, your photos from Center Parcs, I showed them to my cran. That's very good looking.
I sent them to them as well, actually.
Yeah,
with the stars.
All of the ones from Center Parcs this year I was showing to my gran the other day because she was like, oh, what is it? Because obviously she's seen some Digicam photos, not all because some are not safe for work or not safe for gran.
Not safe for anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones taken on the Digicam were mainly safe for work.
You don't have to bring up the ones not safe.
Shit, who has the paper copies actually for them? Is it you that has the paper
They're
copies?
inside the True Colours, I think.
I've got all of them.
You got them, I was going to say.
Now one day we'll dish them out.
Yeah, just print them out and then hand them
But
out.
someone has to take them. Yeah, pretty. That's the idea. When a decent amount of us are there, but they're all in. See that big black thing?
Yes.
I'll try and lift it.
The briefcase.
It's got a bit of weight on it.
Oh, holy shit, it's
Bring
really
it up.
I see a Jenga. No, that's not a Jenga.
It's really lopsided.
It looked like a Jenga for a second. It's things we were mentioning later, but get this. Oh, the fucking thing.
To print out copies of the Center Parcs photos.
Oh, wait, that's not my mod, she prints it. That is for
There is the image for reference, ladies and gentlemen of everyone. We were nervous when we were printing it. I edited this on the Twadogs.
Half of it in Golf X, the rest on Twadogs. It was great.
Where's that picture of Connell from?
My birthday.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
That was that was the Napa Fringe Bells Bank. I don't know what that one was because you were looking for another photo of you.
I thought, see, because I mistreated Daniel, I wanted to mistreat myself. So I was looking for one photo of me and I could not find it to save my life. It was me with genuinely awful hair. So I thought I'd go for one where I just look like
Shell shocked.
That's just my resting face.
And then Alex is from Dublin.
That's just Alex's face.
That's
just his face.
But
If
that
you tell me that was
specific
for fucking last week, I'd like
I think that specific photo was from Dublin, I think.
It's Temple Bar.
Temple Bar. Me and, well, one was in Temple Bar. Connell from your birthday and then Callum from Prague.
Oh,
We just know the exact photos they came from.
Yeah, these are essentially just a bunch of photos from days and that out. Did we get the 2025 ones? Oh, there's some escape hunt stuff. I'm gonna some uni folks.
It's a formidable size, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is.
There's Kaisers. Like what we got in here: wrestling, Kaisers, tennis. There's just a bunch of dumb nonsense photos that I've got printed off.
Is that the one you did? Right. Bravo.
You took some good beer photos.
I did better than Josh Wright photography at the
You
beer
actually
photos,
did as
which
well.
is
Like, took some good
legend. Legend.
Like you took some good beer photos with that bloody camera. That is like
It's because you've got to get the dangle underneath.
You've got a good thing with that camera. It's great. I commend you.
We do. We are like 12%. Sorry, we are 50% shareholders. Aaron, feel free to buy into the Digicam.
Yeah.
But right now, me and Josh are 50-50 shareholders.
We're 50-50.
See, I might have to.
Own 50% of that camera.
There's an entire roll of film left for it. We then go to the Lakeside Inn, and I find a shortcut en route to the Lakeside Inn, and I'm able to sneak.
That worked out perfectly. With you going in and getting the thing beforehand.
Because that allowed me to get right in and hand it to the guy and be like, do you do this like dessert spiel thing? And he's like, aye, absolutely. How many birthdays is it? And I'm like, 5. And he was like, okay. So we hand all the cake, that's vanished for our times. We sit down in the Lakeside Inn. What do you order, Aaron?
I went for the roast.
Oh, yeah, the cavalry.
Yeah, I know
went for the
right.
damn right.
The buffet roast.
It's a good shout, and a Saro, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was all stars, no?
There was 5
It was
stars.
5
and a
stars.
Serrano and
Stars.
Coke.
I had a
Stars,
Serrano
yeah.
Coke. That
I
was
got fish and chips. Josh, right, you went for.
What did I go for again? I think
You
I just went for
got a
burger.
Yeah, you went for burger. I think.
No.
Just a regular burger.
When I say my fish and chips was literally hanging off both ends of the plate,
It was fucking massive.
that's a
It was
good bit of
nasty on that plate.
Like, it
was
was
nuts.
last year's fish and chips was a bang average fish and chips with the Lakeside Inn. But this year's was, I mean, again, it might have been the Mozart and it might have been what followed, but no, I think it was just that big
Mozart.
and that good.
Oh no, I've seen that.
It was
Yeah.
touching the fucking table. It was
as well,
massive.
it was. But aye, we ordered our stuff, we ordered our drinks, our pints arrived, and then Michael, the absolute goat, who took care of us, unlike David from last year, rocks
Michael
up
did.
and says, seeing as it's like all your birthdays, except for like one of yours, was you like champagne, wine on the house? And Daniel, we're all stunned to silence.
Daniel was like, yes.
And Daniel just goes, aye.
Yes, please.
So before we know it, we've got a 35 bottle of Prosecco on the table, and that's us. Glasses of Prosecco. I don't like Prosecco, but on that night, I liked Prosecco. See, I'll
That's
get
the best
copies
one.
of that, because we all need copies of that. That's the best one. It's like, it thermally prints them, so the quality in black and white is not the world's greatest, but it is entertaining, and they have charm to it.
This is very fun.
You really have a charm to him.
I'll
I'll
put
put that in your
somewhere.
case. Sorry,
I'll
anyway.
do that later. We're in Lakeside Inn, and we've just been given free champagne.
Yeah.
And I don't, once again,
Aye, it was free Prosecco.
Aye.
£30 on the menu it was.
Aye, and I don't like
£30.
Prosecco,
No,
but I did on that night.
Oh, I loved on that
I
night.
pulled myself a glass, and
I got annoyed because folk were taking it. I wanted to marry it for
I
myself.
had a little top up as well.
Aye,
we
you top my wee
we
bottle
all,
as
we all
well.
had like a glass and a top up as well. It's alright.
It was a lovely goal. That was a
I
lovely
mean, I needed my
glass.
styrofoam to wash it down, but I drank it. And then the cake comes. It was like, I just used a signal. The food divine, obviously.
We see, we kept
The
coughing.
Hi,
Bring it
it
in.
said cough as a signal, so I did. And then
we were
I
coughing
signalled
on
them when I
it.
went up to order Alex like a Serrano and Coke or something.
And then, well, it's on video, actually.
And that video is playing right now.
We've got the full parade. The full shebang. This is gonna be.
Has that guy got something behind that dish? I don't know.
What is that?
There's something behind that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my days.
Happy birthday, everyone else. Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Callum, Alex, Daniel, Aaron, Josh. And not me. Happy birthday to everyone else. Hey.
I can't reach.
Brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Candle each, everyone. Candle each.
Oh. You got them all. Come on, man. That's not fair.
He's shit, Callum.
We got you.
I will
I
go
will
for
cut
it
it
now.
Oh.
Bring you a mixture of both.
Oh my days.
Aye, go on.
There's
Aye.
something else, man. Cheers.
Thank you, thank you.
Alex and Daniel and Josh and Alex and Callum, not you.
Happy birthday to you.
That happened. They bring all the, there's like, see, we had 4 members of staff in the Lakeside Inn, and they were all lovely. And I really liked the touch of, there was maybe like 10 members of staff working that night.
Yeah,
but
no
see,
more.
the 4,
Michael
That
and the
served
other
us.
3.
they came to sing happy birthday. All 4 people that we interacted with came to sing happy birthday, and I thought that was just such a nice touch.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
Really.
Michael was some guy. I
Like, oh, he's great. Yeah.
Michael's amazing.
He brought a free dessert as well. He brought
Yeah.
back 2 Sundays.
He brought
Two
some
Sundays.
beautiful
Two.
ice cream.
Two
It was
free.
amazing.
That is nice ice cream. I've had some nice ice cream in my time, but that is maybe top 10 ice cream.
It was
I've
up
had.
there for myself, yeah. I love it.
Myself and Josh, right, we went to get the cake from Asda. We were firing into the machine. We arrived, and as we pull up at Asda, I get a message from my boss saying, I got a phone call from actually basically saying, yeah, you
Oh,
start
no,
work in an hour, which meant because this was your birthday, we left you in
that
Wassels
was
to
when we
quickly
left,
go
That's
and
why I
get
was
it.
driving.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, because we wanted to get
And I just went
bread,
shopping to the range.
rolls.
Yeah.
We bought a bunch of stuff. That's when we bought the digicam. But the main point of that was to get the cake. Because we wanted to get it as late as possible so it would be as fresh and taste as nice.
And it was a
as
surprise
possible.
as well.
The plan was to get a Victoria sponge, but we accidentally got a
Thank
chocolate
fuck you
cake.
didn't, because that chocolate, I don't really like Victoria sponge, I feel. I've never actually had
Was
one,
that
but I
chocolate
don't
cake
like
nice?
it.
See,
I added, it was icing on the cake.
It was a perfectly thick.
It was fucking, I love that cake.
the icing
It was-
was quite hard to get through because icing's
I
icing.
just don't like icing anyway.
It was a
Oh,
perfectly
the
thick
chocolate
sponge
The
was
chocolate
lovely.
sponge was lovely. I
It
like
was
a little bit of
lovely.
icing. I like a little bit of icing, but there was almost too much icing
It was quite thick.
on that one
It
because
was quite thick.
there was the icing on the cake, but then the image I thought they would print onto the icing was
on
actually
top of it as well.
it was an extra layer of
Jesus.
icing on top of it.
Yeah,
was
that
the
was
image.
like-
that
That's
was
why
the
it
bit
felt
that-
so fucking
yeah.
thick then.
That's what took it over the edge. I mean, push comes to shove. Josh Wright was going to eat it, and I ate myself, and I enjoyed myself.
I ate myself as well.
I ate Wassels as well. I got the joy of eating Wassels, and I gave Daniel Willie.
I think I ate the. Did you eat the souls of Wassels?
I ate all of Wassels.
Did you eat all of Wassels?
Yeah, I ate Wassels.
'Cause I had like a letter of Wassels.
Oh, you might have had the W then.
I probably might have had the L and the T. Who knows?
We scran the cake to hell, but when we were in the shop, as we're firing it into the machine, we had no real idea how it worked. So I'm on the machine, and the first message that comes up was, see if you don't own the image, we can't print it. Essentially, it's copyright. They can't print copyrighted images.
It's literally going down my belly.
Exactly, we're going to, but again, they're profiting on something they don't own, so they can't
True.
print copyrighted images. But we were like,
But when it's got
Well,
my
just-
face on Winston.
we'll just chance it.
I see
what
own it technically.
I made it.
Yeah,
I
you
did
did that.
enough editing to it
Yeah,
to class
Fair
it.
use.
Anyway, this old boy eventually gave us it with like no reaction whatsoever, just kind of like, we got it.
I pass by him all the time. I'm like,
I spent the entire drive to Center Parcs with it in a bag on my lap, not letting anyone see it. I did get well, I went to see the wrestling with Daniel, and I might have got a bit drunk, and I did show Daniel the image beforehand, but I kept it a secret from everyone.
But it was a secret to me. It was
Yeah,
made
I-
it so much better.
I just kept saying there was a cake, and it was the dumbest thing ever. And I think it was. And I enjoyed the round of applause I got afterwards.
Oh, it was
the
a
message
wild- it
from
was-
Alex's mother, praising my cake work, and thank you, Josh White, for the drive and the idea, essentially.
oh well, no, it was mainly it was your idea from the start though to get a cake.
Well, I just want to
Sure.
show him the cake. I'm going to show him the cake when I get home today, actually. Or maybe tomorrow morning.
Some really good photos of it out there as well. Taken by Josh White Photography and Lake City. We
Fantastic.
developed some lines of this cake. And on the note of Lake City and the cake, we went home, we played Quiplash, we watched Sisu that night, I had all of the Blue Moons, we played True Colours, we did the bollocks as expected.
See, despite how soaking wet we were
It was
during that
raining on the
walk,
walk,
it was
yeah.
God, it was
Passion.
throwing
It was
it.
that Alex and Connell left to get cigarettes, and
They-
the four of
yeah.
us stayed to finish the ice cream.
it was like it was a
You
In
had
retrospect-
sprinkles in it.
in
It was
retrospect
lovely.
that walk home was divine as well because it was just us going, that was the best night of my life, that was the best night ever, that was the best thing that's
went
ever
to
happened.
the-
Just
you
getting
say
ringing
us.
wet.
Mainly that man right there.
Ah, true. No, I
Oh,
love
but
that.
true, even for me though, that was
Yeah,
like,
that was.
even
I
just
mean-
documenting the night was brilliant.
I left the double tip. You know how fabled that is?
From this
me.
man over
The
here.
cheapskate
From
himself.
Tam.
The man that came
Double
full
tip.
circle. Aye, because he comes over and he's like, yeah, we'll knock the service fee off of it. And I'm like, no,
Double
mate,
it, man.
double it. Because the service fee was 12 quid. And you gave us 30 quid worth of it in
Yeah, even
Prosecco and then 20 quid worth of dessert.
Double
So
it, man.
double it,
I wouldn't
25
fucking
quid.
tripled it, honestly. It was by far and away the best service I've ever had in any kind of restaurant
Service
or cafe.
was
It's the best I've ever had.
Because
When
you
you
said-
said-
Exception
with the
of
four
you,
them-
Daniel and Wassels.
Because see, like,
But with the four of them coming out for the cake
Yeah.
and the freebies on tap and the ice
Everything
creams
was
being free.
Perfect.
you see, last
Like-
year's Lakeside experience. I mean, like the service was amazing because
Much like everything though, Callum overhyped it. See if Callum had just said it was the best, last year would have been amazing. But Callum really overhyped last year's
Did he?
Lakeside
Lakeside.
experience. Oh yeah.
probably did. But like,
I can't
even
remember. I just
then,
remember being kind of. I was actually disappointed by it, so I won't lie.
even I don't
I liked it last year, but it wasn't.
It was
didn't
nice,
live-
but it
didn't
was
live up
like
to
it was just
Callum's.
kind of like the fish was mediocre as fuck from what I remember.
Oh, the fish and chips is a great meal to have when you're out because it is always going to be 7 out of 10.
Yeah, and I was like,
Sometimes it's 9 out of 10.
and the starter was fine, but it was like 7.50. I'm like, man, like, and the service was normal, as what you would expect. And I was
See, like, that's what I'm saying though. See the service though from like
This year.
last year. See, like even last year's, like said, because this wasn't me like hyped up by Callum because I didn't hear Callum talking about like said. I just knew, like said,
Clearly not a man that got Callum in the pool.
I didn't get Callum in the pool. We all didn't, apart from you. You went with Callum to get in the pool.
Did I get in the pool?
I didn't get that meme that happened. But like on that specific day last year, like said, by the time between we ordering and getting our food, 15 minutes. That was quite fast. That was quite like already. This year it was like 10, and he comes with everything. You know, like the big giant plate, the big giant tray, platter.
The little.
It's just like holding his hand like that, and there's like 7 meals in it, and like 7 drinks, and he's like
to sit them down.
eating it like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
the
play-
thing on the stool.
you know, flinging them
I
out
was
like
put up in the
frisbees.
carvery because I never seen the stool, but I remember the stool we're talking about because I remember seeing it last year. Minutes are old women last time.
Yeah.
Last year, they had a little stool where I spotted them.
Nah, it was like that. I was like just as exceptional service as last time, and this was the me overhyped by Callum. So I think Lakeside Inn was 10 out of 10 last year.
Oh,
despite, and
absolutely.
it was
The service
I
was
love it.
fine, it's
It's
just, I think the food really was like. I think I was expecting a lot more than what I should have been, and I was kind of like, well, this time I went for the carvery, and I knew it was going to be good, but it was really blew me away.
I mean, I just went
And
for the same
everything
thing.
with the cake and the freebies and I mean, even saying when we left, before we left, it was like, we're shutting like an hour, you can stay as long as you want. Like, they weren't rushing us out at all. It was shutting time and they said stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And then try to knock the service charge, I'm like, don't be daft. Because
Again,
he's earned it.
Dublin.
Double it.
As we said. Now, Lakeside Inn was phenomenal. The Quiplash, I think that was the night that I won my first and only ever game of Quiplash.
I think it was.
I remember that was legendary.
Because you were Michael Goat when you know what I mean?
Yes, I was Michael Goat and I won.
You won.
That was a beautiful day, one of the best days I've ever experienced in my time. And that is a funny sentence.
It's because it was such a wholesome game of
But it is
Quiplash.
true.
It was like the
Yeah,
it
that
was
was the
because
Quiplash where it wasn't insults. It was
because
almost praise would win.
because the only thing because the main thing about Quiplash, the whole point of the Quiplash was the most diabolical thing that can come out
Yes.
of one's mouth or that can come out of one's keyboard onto the screen, and well, this specific one, it wasn't like David and Hawk's lol taking care of us. Did he fuck? It was
Michael took
Michael.
care of us.
You did take care of us.
Thank you.
And he was amazing, and the Quiplashes were all.
So it's funny that I won by being sincere and truthful as I always am, but this time everyone else was in the same mood. And on that note,
Exactly.
before we get to essentially what's going to happen is there's going to be a short intermission as the screen that says pissed break comes on, which I need to piss. He needs to piss.
I did one of the bags.
And he probably doesn't.
I probably need to piss.
Oh, he might.
No, just do it.
We're each
I'm
going to take a
clean
run
this
of
floor as
pisses.
well.
We're each going to take a run of pisses. He's going to clean up the floor. We're going to come back, and then we're just going to spitball really quickly a bunch of things that happen in Center Parcs. We're going to crack open the bottles, and we're going to wrap up in about, I imagine, 30 to 40 minutes time. Piss break time.
Well, what a better way to enjoy Stella than in a bottle. The unofficial mascot of Center Parcs, I could say, especially the first year of Center Parcs.
This is Center Parcs in a bottle.
I would say so as well.
I've had a pint of Center Parcs, of Stella, it takes me back to Center Parcs, but see that a bottle.
A ball will take me back to Toothy Oaks in that living room on that curved sofa
Thank you very much.
with some shite on the telly.
Oh,
This is what takes me
Sit
back.
still game normally. This is
It's
the
still
holy-
really cold as well.
It is-
See, that's the only thing that passes. See, as long as it's as cold as it is right now,
You rip that top bit off, Josh White.
I will rip the top bit off. Josh
Do you
White.
remember Callum's farewell podcast, Josh? We had some Stars, but we don't also have some Stellas.
the Callum Farewell podcast?
Yeah.
Didn't we have the tenants?
We had
bottles?
Tenants, we had Stella, and I think we had Starro.
Oh, I'm rather sure. Yeah. Because it was mainly the. Yeah,
Josh White's yapping.
I think I just remember the tenants pale ale and the extra. But
Well, that's
That was like
to be
the
fair,
highlight
That's
of it.
when we were sober.
what is a podcast without yapping inside tangents though? Or piss
Josh,
takes
stop
it
trying to
is.
be neat. Just what do you make of the Stella bottle lid just being the Stella glass on it?
That's kind of. I don't like that.
That's weak.
I
That's
don't
the
like that,
weakest
yeah.
part of the design of Stella.
No, I've actually never noticed
That
that. Until you
feels like
said.
it's big up itself.
I don't mind. I don't mind it, but
Don't get me wrong, I've never noticed it.
I get
but
tired
No,
of
I've
it.
never noticed you say that. That's weak. That's
Yeah.
shit. Look at that.
Well, to Center Parcs, to Callum, to Stella.
Centre Parcs and Carl's Stella.
Or even the
But not the wife being in that.
thing coming out of it, you know, the smoke.
My Stella experience from last year's Center Parcs was one night a phone rang for like 2 hours. Lapped the entire place. Must have had about 20 phone calls that night because signal just kept cutting out. But in that duration, I took a bottle of Stella with me to drink. But it was November. I had one in my big jacket pocket. That got, because it would never freeze just being outside at night in that temperature, but it would get very cold. Just had a bottle open. So I cracked that open in this walk. That was heaven. There's a mad gap happening.
I just heard that as well, yeah.
There's like a bunch of teenagers
See,
enjoying their Saturday night.
I can
Do you think they were drinking Stella or do you think they went
No.
to Dragon Soup?
It'll-
They probably for soup, or full local or something.
It'll be the Mad Dog probably.
Or something mad.
Well, ask them.
It'll be the Mad Dog likely.
Oh, that is a taste, isn't it?
Tastes
It just
so
makes you
different.
smile. It takes you back.
That's it. Even then, it
takes
just
you back.
even then, despite like not even Center Parcs, it just tastes so different.
I've got
So
I've
different.
got a piss take.
Oh,
Tinned Stella is not that good.
right, okay.
Pints of Stella are mid to not that good. Bottled Stella is the best bottled beer.
Oh, to say the best
Name
bottled
the
beer,
one better.
Miller. I fucking love Miller.
That's if I was to say Blue Moon is better. Blue Moon is better in a bottle in my opinion, but that's my favourite beer. So like it just trumps everything. And
You don't
Miller,
get
Miller
pints at Miller,
it's like
so.
Corona and Miller.
I've
You
yet
don't
to try
get them.
Miller.
They're very specific.
I've yet to try Miller.
Really?
Maybe you'll have
Come into
to.
the
You went there for
piss
Tyler's round?
Maybe you'll have to.
come into the piss take sometime
Maybe
soon. Just right.
maybe one day you'll have to. You know.
I remember they bring some here. Or you go to Smith's, was like £2 a bottle on like a Thursday.
No, they do like weekly,
Yeah, they
every
change it out.
week it changes.
It's either,
Yeah.
it's either Peroni, Miller,
Budweiser,
Bud.
Corona.
That's it. Corona.
Well, it's confirmed. I'm not having a Miller until a certain day.
Or
I'll
piss
bring it
takes.
around here. I'll bring it around
That's
to
the
Piss
day I'm
Takes
referring
one day.
to, by the way.
Oh yeah, because Miller's good because they come in 4-packs, right?
Yeah, but I won't bring
4
2
packs.
packs. I'll bring like a 12-pack of Miller.
Well, that would be it. It'd be 4 each.
Aye.
But
Maybe
aye,
a 16-pack.
regardless, yeah, I'm going to stick by this as the beer. Fine then, if you won't let me have best bottled beer, I will reward it slightly to most improved in a bottle. I think, as I said, pints, they're fine. Cans, they're not that good, but bottles, something about a bottled Stella is otherworldly.
See, like
This is lovely.
I think my list is pretty much kind of like yours, except it's just imagine you just moved it, just all 3 of them just exactly up the hierarchy. So I would say canned Stella is good, as long as it's like poured in I guess a Stella bottle, like Stella glass, you know. Probably
How was
quite
your
nice.
Budvar glass?
It was alright. It was certainly decent. Pints of Stella, I'll still quite enjoy, you know, very very much. Bottled Stella though, same opinion as you, quite heavenly. I'm not sure if it would be the best bottled beer, I don't think he's going to hear about that one, but I am rather sure that it is one of the best bottled beers of all time.
I'll double down, Josh. It's the best bottled beer that the beer is in bottle is green.
Oh, 100%. It's the best green bottle of beer. And I do think, like, you know, Ryan, see when it comes to pints to bottles, Stella has the best kind of transformation or conversion. Like a pint of Stella and a bottle of Stella is the same amount of enjoyability. Where you maybe get pints of Miller, that doesn't exist.
Like, see if a place sold, like, you know how, like, I don't know, fucking, what was the place? Blackpool, right? They sold pints of tenants.
Amazing.
They also sold tinnies of tenants.
Oh, classic Smuggler's Energy.
If a place sold, you know, Draught Stella and bottled
bottle
Stella,
Stella.
aka Bella Italia, why would
You'd
I
be
go for the
tempted.
bottle next
You'd
time?
be tempted to go to the bottle.
Bottle would be nice.
You'd be tempted.
But the price and Center. Anyway, that was a good conversation with Stella. Let us just rattle off some Center Parcs stories. Josh, would you like to kick us off with a quick Center Parcs 2 bungalow story?
A Center Parcs 2 bungalow story.
I go for it.
Right, let us take back to the final evening, right?
Even.
Final evening. And it was kind of like drecht outside, but it wasn't like pissing rain. So we were like, and it was like a couple of days before that, we were like, instead of going out for dinner, why don't we just have a barbecue.
Yes.
A wee Barbie.
A wee barbecue, right? So we were gonna, make a wee barbecue.
The
we're gonna get
backup plan, if the weather was shite, was to go to Cafe Rouge, but the weather was in our favour.
Yeah, weather was in our favour. So, and it wasn't really, really freezing or whatever it is. So it was a nice evening.
He's already
Just-
skinned his.
So it must have been after the children's disco or whatever it was, after having those pravas.
That's my story, Josh White.
Yeah, but we'll get to that. But on this said event that Ryan will elaborate on later, we headed to the park market where we ended
Just
up
leave the
buying.
Stella logo. We need that for the market in
Sure,
this
yeah,
episode now. Unofficial sponsor.
Speaking of market,
I
in
could
the
have
pa-
spelled
Josh White photography, I mean, you would get rid of that back label so you can like it.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't get me on a photography side tangent when I'm trying to talk about the park market meats. So we ended up buying 2 packs of.
Actually, I think a photography site tangent might be better than the park market fucking meat.
Well, right.
No. Just talk about park market meat, mate. Just
The park market meat. We ended up buying like the pack of 6 sausages, 6 burgers, 6 big sausages, right? And we purchased these items and we go back to the thing, 2-3 Oaks. This was after, like a couple of days ago, we bought an actual like portable one-use barbecue.
Day one is the only
Day
thing
one.
Connell bought on day one.
It was like
He knew he wanted it to happen.
the portable barbecue. So we were, Connell and Alex were like the pioneers of this barbecue because they were the ones that like kind of knew how to cook like that the most. Connell was like, the main man when it came to that, so credits to him. So, cooking flipping the burgers and whatever. One of the burgers looked a wee bit, off though. This is what I mean by park market meat. One of the burgers just looked black. It looked like you don't want to touch it. All the other ones were fine.
I mean, once you cook it, it's fine.
Yeah, no, but even just this one, even when it was cooking, it was like,
Where'd that end up, Josh?
that's where let's not spoil the film here. So this really shite burger.
Bun.
This really shite burger, right? The one that nobody wants to touch. I was like, you know what? I'll have it, right? If I get food poisoning, whatever, right? I'll recover. And flipping this burger, and Ryan's like,
You'll
right.
recover after the 3-hour drive home. In Gretna somewhere.
So anyway, Ryan's like, right, you want your burgers toasted, and your buns toasted, and I'm like, no, I'm alright. But you toast a couple of buns.
It was 2 non-toasted, 4 toasted, which is the right way for it to be. Toasted bun. That's it. You have a toasted bun, Aaron?
Okay.
I'm very 50-50 on it. I'll either adore a toasted bun.
It was lovely.
It was. I mean, my non-toasted was lovely.
So basically,
Can't imagine what a toasted would have tasted.
It was much better, I'll tell you that.
So we, Ryan hands me some toasted buns, right? And on a plate, lovely plate. And I thought that it was the kind of best decision ever made to go outside and have Alex serve these said buns on this plate. And well,
The plate wasn't big enough.
It was a tiny plate.
it was
fit too perfectly, one was hanging
See,
over the edge.
I think it wasn't the bigger ones, was it? It was like the
No,
smaller
it was
ones.
a medium-sized
Anywho,
plate.
right. Basically, one thing leads to another, and my burger. I say my burger because I take full accountability. And it was the specific shite one that no one else wanted. Fell on the ground because balancing the shite, the really no shite but really small plate, and my burger and Ryan's toasted bun went down. Toasted bun went down.
On the bright side, the bottom of my toasted bun didn't. So I had a toasted bottom.
With a raw bottom top. What a shit burger experience that is.
No, that was 75% a really nice burger experience. And then, no, actually, that was, the burger itself was lovely.
Oh, the burger's actually nice, yeah.
Yeah, and the toasted bottom was amazing.
The sausage was fine as well.
Yeah, the
Well,
sausage.
the one that they get tampered with.
True, there was 2 sausages that didn't get ate, but that was, I mean, I ate my hot dog, I ate my sausage, I ate my...
There was
burger,
one that got
so-
replicated for a penis, from what I remember.
And that's how you know the
Mate,
alcohol's coming in.
I'll be able to give you my definitive park market burger opinion in Center Parcs 3.
Burger
because I was like, you know what? Yeah, well, I dropped my burger, so it was like the 5-second rule. Or the 5-second rule expired, so I'm like, you know what? Then,
Josh, even if you had got it in 2 seconds, it was on the floor that we played piggy in the middle.
It was like concrete floor with spiders and ants.
It was not. Speaking of
not.
spiders, Center Parcs this year had a mad
We
spider
had
problem.
at least 2, or at least one that was
Three,
a big. It was 3. I remember there was one in Daniel's room.
well,
You had the one that you
you had-
muffled brutally.
you had the wrestling
Murder.
match.
And then there was a wrestling match, and all that's 3 spiders.
Was that the wrestling
You know
match?
what?
I don't think you caught that. There was 2 spiders in all when I was playing Forza in the morning, and they were going to absolute war.
One
with each other.
one had like 4 legs, like
It was a Jenny long, like a wee daddy long legs, whatever it's called, and a spider, and the 2 of them were fighting each other.
Creeping.
Aye, it was a
Anyway, I've
fierce-
still got this bloody fireball tattoo.
Fuck you.
It's lasted days. At
That'll
this
last a while.
Jesus God.
What even was it? They put it in your skin
It's
like
still
a paper
intact
tag.
as well.
It's the hell is still squinting. I love that.
So I'm, you know, I was always a firm believer that see the spider that appeared in under Alex's bed and disappeared out of thin air,
Same
the
one
that you
appeared in-
killed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same
They
one.
look very similar.
Because they were like same size, same like. I mean, it happened to be on my fucking pillow, and
Oh,
I woke up the next morning, looked at the group chat, and went, "Is that my pillow?" And there's a spider on it because I was like watching some shite and then fell asleep.
But he didn't live with it because I fucking murked it. I killed it. I killed him dead. In cold blood. With no remorse.
Says the man holding a Stella on his
With
knee.
no remorse. Is a spider.
This is a spider beater beer right
I'll kill a spider. I'll kill a spider for fun. See if I wasn't in Center Park, I would have flushed him down the toilet.
here. Somebody at work
I'll
that's like
show
that.
decorum, I'll put him in the bin.
Somebody at work that's like that, you know, she'll be perfectly fine with seeing a dead body, but see aquanids, you know, whatever they're called, spiders. Arachnids. Fuck that.
But I slimed that spider out. There was
Sli-
no more
slimed that shit.
fear. There was no more fear in the lodge after I got my hands on him.
Did you flip his pillow at least?
No, I didn't.
Aye,
I didn't actually, though.
Flip my pillow so it was nice and cold,
I
so
thought
I
you
could
did.
go to bed.
No, so it wasn't have spider guts on it, mate.
Oh.
I didn't know.
Did you kill it on my pillow?
No, I didn't, because I went to hit him and he fucking ran away. He survived.
Oh yeah, there's spiders.
And he ran and he goes into the middle of the bed and I was still fighting this guy and I was hitting him and I was hitting him and I was hitting him. He just kept surviving. But he got up in the middle of the bed and BAM! One Almighty slap. And that was a final slap. And I
So
scrunched
you
him
just
up.
slapping the cunt to death.
I was like, that, a bit of toilet paper. Boofed. He ran away. Okay. Boofed. He ran away. One last time. Boom. That was it.
Deed
Scrunched him up.
and breed. There be spiders.
Wrapped on a wee bit of ball. Chucked it in. That's him.
Oh then.
But then they came with 5 spider activists in the Center Park Lodge.
See, I'm not
Because I
spider
mind
activist.
when I said that and folk were like, oh, did you kill him? I thought you were a celebrator.
See,
I thought we were going to held on shoulders like Spider-Man, a hero.
giving,
But I was
giving grapes on the throne.
Instead, I was shunned for killing some dirty ass spider.
I wouldn't have killed the thing. I just put it in the flare.
No,
I'd have picked the
it
cunt
would
up.
have came back.
No, I would have said, I would
I'd
have.
have been asleep. Who would have
Aye, and it crawls all the time here, and
Cool.
crawls in your pajamas.
Who am I to care?
Crawls in your
Well,
no,
that
it's
half
weird, man.
an hour before you told me that you killed it, I was like, don't tell me I ate a spider
Aye, no,
during my
it's
sleep.
I don't get that. I would have. No, you kill them. You have to. If it was outside, then I don't care. But inside, no, you kill it, man.
See, if it was a big fuck
Well,
off
the
tarantula,
colours.
maybe.
And it was
have
a
to,
massive
we'd,
spider.
we'd
It
have
was a
to
big
shoot
spider.
the tarantula if it was a.
No, it was a big spider. It wasn't a wee Schneider one. It was a big one.
It was quite like, you know, quite big.
Can I rattle through 3 Center Parcs stories quickly?
You may.
Go on, very quick speed runs of these stories. I went out to phone Ren on night 1, went through the woods. It was pitch black, was quite scary, alone and all that. Came back to find that Connell had moved out of our bedroom. We were sharing a bedroom. And Connell said he was moving out. My bed, for some reason, was on the kitchen table. And I had 2 choices in that
That was
moment.
night 1, wasn't it?
Yes, I had
Yes.
2 choices in that moment.
Night 1 was fucking chaos.
To move my bed back, or to watch K-pop Demon Hunters and sleep on the kitchen table. I chose the latter. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters and I slept on the kitchen table. I had a lovely sleep because I can sleep anywhere, anytime. There was only one moment that was scary, and that's when I woke up and felt like I was moving too far to the left, and at any point I would reach the left that wasn't on the table.
And
And
you'd
it's all
fall off.
See, it
or
was
if I
just-
reached the right that wasn't on the table. But only once did that happen. That's when I woke up.
you were like balancing on a little pin.
Pretty much.
See, it was just hilarious.
I imagine that would have been a good visual for anyone who came out before I got out of bed, because getting out of bed was quite scary. You're quite high up there.
Well, see, when I was like testing it, I was like, geez, I was like, get out of bed and I
True,
fell.
they were on your mattress you started on.
But it's like I woke up in a height that was double that, but not a bunk bed. So there was no support. It was weird. It was
It's like I fell asleep, obviously, in our bed. Me and Aaron slept on the same bed.
You're a kid. You fell asleep in a bed. That's lucky.
Well, a mattress at least. And then, I'm like, I need a pish badly. It was every single night, because obviously we're drinking a lot. I'm like, I need a pish badly. But all the starchy duvets, were quite starchy and really loud. It felt like imagine opening a pack of crisps at 3 in the morning when your parents are asleep. That's what that felt like. So I'm trying to get out of bed, trying not to wake Aaron up. And I just opened the door, and that's when I just looked at the kitchen table and I was just reminded of the fact that you were sleeping on the kitchen table. I totally forgot about it.
Keep up Demon Hunters.
I just
about 20 minutes.
No, I got like a fright, but like it was just it was like an impulsive laugh after that. I'm like,
I swear I probably saw you. I wasn't asleep, if I'm being honest. As I said, K-pop Demon Hunters would have finished maybe 20-30 minutes before then.
I did great. I never had to go to see you in the kitchen table. Because I fell asleep before you went on it, and I
There's
woke
photos
up
of
after you were off it.
There's one photo of
I woke up and the mattress was on the back of the room.
No, because there was a peak bit, which was in the morning. Alex came from a different doctor's practice, and then Connell, Alex, Daniel, and Aaron tried to drag me, carrying me on my mattress back into my room.
And then we put it like up, like
They tried
sideways
to
for a
like,
bit.
squeeze me in like that.
Well, you must have wanted just to get breakfast.
Pretty much to use the table.
Because I mind you said that you were going to wake up after and they want breakfast and you're going to be lying at that table. It's going to be you that gets the last laugh.
That was going to be my revenge, yeah.
Well, it's going to get the last laugh.
Normally I'm up first, but
This
on
time.
that particular day, I see no reason to get up. I'll just inconvenience everybody.
The rest of us.
Oh yeah, speaking of breakfast, thank you, Aaron. You made some lovely rolls and slice in the morning.
I took over where Callum left off as well as I could have.
There were some nice rolls being made.
Normally rolls and slice though was a lunchtime activity.
It was like the earliest was like 11 a.m. That was like kind of.
True.
It was like
swimming.
It was a
Swimming
very.
at 12.
It was a very brunch.
That was the category. It was swimming at 12.
Aye.
So whatever happened before then, get up when you want.
It was like.
I was up at 9:10.
Daniel had Cocoa Pops one day and I got on his feet and then.
You made me a belter at a bacon bagel.
I remember that you were playing Forza 5 doing a marathon. The race.
Oh, the
There's a
Goliath.
Goliath. Sorry, the Goliath
The
race.
Goliath in a really crappy old man's car. And that bacon bagel, that was a Gedra water finishing.
Even the sliced sandwich, it's like, because we ran out of rolls obviously at one point.
McGee's.
The McGee. I got
The
in
McGee's
came.
rolls.
I ran in before I left.
Oh, it was really nice though. So well done, Aaron.
I tried to take over as well as I could have.
No, so
I
well
did
done.
a load of fucking dishes.
That's your
True.
job.
I cleaned a hell of a lot of fucking.
It was mainly you.
I did
What
one
was it
day's
dishes and
dishes. I did one day's dishes.
Did you do- I did
I think I did like day 1 night, day 2 morning. Oh no, you did day 2 morning actually. I took the rubbish out and stuff, but it was like just before we left I did the dishes for Guy
I
housekeeping.
did a lot of dishes.
My dishes
I didn't
was,
pick up them.
see the day that I stayed in swimming and I went home to phone Ren.
I think so.
That was the day we
It was
ate.
the
Oh, with the
Wednesday.
nachos.
That was the
Yeah,
day.
Wednesday.
That was
Yes.
the day that we ate at the pool.
Yes.
I went home, I made a roll and slice. 2 slices to be fair.
Oh,
2
you
rolls
giant
and slice.
bastard.
Oh, I know, I treated myself.
You
on
really
that.
did.
was
Nobody
no-
else is watching.
there was no
You
around
judge,
to say
yeah.
no. Do you want to know the truth behind that? I tried to cut 1 bit of slice and accidentally cut 2, so I thought, I'm going to have to. And then I did all the dishes afterwards to be my payment for eating all
Right.
the remaining slice. 'Cause only then, I think 3
Was
bits
there only
of
2
slice.
bits left or
There
3
was
bits?
5 bits left and I had 2 of them.
I
which
think
meant
still
only
2 at the
3.
end, so you were quite the anyway, having it.
Aye, it was like,
It was good slice.
oh, it was the Pollock, mate. It was
That was
top tier.
fucking.
But I went through the slice, I went through the bacon. Good time, well done. Second story of my many multiple quick fire stories. The last day before the barbecue, I was insistent at one point, right? So we had the tokens. We had 4 tokens left for the arcade. Because we bought tokens for the arcade. And I was like, right, I want to go. And I was asked Josh, and Josh was always going to say yes. I asked everyone else, and Aaron said yes. Aaron was on the phone to Emily. Once Aaron finished phoning Emily Renning, we grabbed Aaron. That's the name of the activity, and we headed straight to feet arcade with the intention of getting a pint and Hucks to get a blooming, but they were like, nah, it's bookings only. And I was like, once again, fuck you, Hucks.
Yep.
So we went and we got Prava. That's where the social experiment about Prava Star Pramen happened. We came to the conclusion that Prava might be a better Star Pramen, but not like it is. Like it is not.
It's a very, very thin line.
It's like if Star Pramen is 10 out of 10, Prava is 10.1 out of 10. Like they are the same drink, but tiniest bit better. I'd probably still choose a Star Pramen over a Prava, but because you can only get Prava, I've only ever seen it
cheaper.
It was like £1.50 cheaper. I've only ever seen Prava in Center Parcs or in Prague, and that's why we went for that.
I'll never have it anywhere else though.
Damn right, that's the way
if I see it. I mean, if I see a Prava in Glasgow, I'm not gonna have it. That's why I'll choose a Prava over a Star Pramen in Center Parcs.
But much like Stella, the only reason I'd ever have to choose a Prava if I see it is to remind me of Center Parcs.
True.
But we were in there, and we were in there, say 5:30ish, and we had a pint. Lovely pint. You also got a wee half pint as a cider to try. The
recorder like strawberry and lime.
Callum's favourite.
That was alright. Actually, I enjoyed that.
Recorder lime is something you very rarely see on tap.
It's Callum's favourite.
And it is. I can see why. It is really nice. It's a lot better than Strongbow. It's a lot better than any of them other ones.
Fair.
It is just really nice.
Well, we opened a packet of Pokemon cards as well, and I got Easton's Hoto EX. It was a
but you got some quick Digicam photos.
Yeah, we did.
But the part that made this flip over the edge before the pint, was the children's disco.
The 6 PM to 8 PM.
Children's disco. We joked about going one night.
On the first night.
Yeah.
On the first day we arrived.
Yeah, we went there and we had Pravas.
Yeah, you did. And we went to arcades and shit.
We had a full circle moment. Last year we went to Center Parcs. We went to this place on day one. This kind of bar. I don't think you're an a beer drinker, sorry.
No, I wasn't. Like so.
Yeah. So we all wanted Star Pramen, but Star Pramen, the tap was no Starro. That was a shame. So we had to have like Madry and Carlin and that, and it was a bit rubbish. But this year we went on, and day one there was no Starro. So once again, this time we thought, you know what, Prava.
I had Prava as my pint last year.
We always had a Prava. Except we corner with
I
remember getting a taste test to the Prava.
This year we did the Pravas and the Madry. Beautiful. But on the final day, that night that I went to finish the arcade tokens, Starro was back. That's the first time I imagine in a year.
See, like, because it was day one we go there, and the label for, oh, oops, there's nothing left.
And every time last year.
And then day 2 or 3, it just disappeared and there was Star Pramen back.
So we enjoyed Prava. But 6 o'clock the children's disco starts, and it starts with the moon landing song. From 2001 A Space Odyssey, Stanley Kubrick. Why that is playing to kick off a children's disco, no idea. Songs that played and featured Mamma Mia, The Glen.
If that shit played in Skints, that would...
As I said, when we were in...
Better music than clubs.
When we were in, what was it, Craig Tara, and they were playing like Hot to Go and all that garbage, The Glen and that, it's genuinely more consistent than nightclubs. And then it got so much better in that place, to the degree that I went to the toilet and I said, do we have another pint? And you said, no. And I was sad about that.
We were like half pints.
Yeah. I said, should we have another pint? And you were like, no. Because to be fair, our dinner depended on when we left and went and got the barbecue stuff.
True.
The other three's dinner. And they were just playing Fortnite the entire time we were away, depending on when we went and got
Happy
barbecue
medium
stuff.
though. Happy
so
medium.
I went and got 3 half pints, and that's why I came up with the dumb
I'm
idea.
getting a half pint.
That's when I came up with the dumb idea of saying 2 Pravas, 1 Starro. They were all 3 Pravas, just for a bit of my own entertainment. We did that, and that's when the soundtrack to K-pop Demon Hunters kicked in, and I was like, I watched this 2 nights ago in Center Parcs. Brilliant film, brilliant song, and immediately following K-pop Demon Hunters, Postman Pat played, and that is a song. Postman Pat plays, then we go to the arcade, we play Mario.
Yeah, where the picture comes from, the iconic Ryan Robertson on the Digicam.
I got that.
Masterpiece.
You then went to the toilet. I played Mario Kart against a child.
And lost.
Well, you say and lost like it wasn't a choice.
Oh, he beat his ass.
Much like Sean and Port Patrick. I was playing with this child and I went out of my way to drag, like, it's...
So,
So this is a side tangent to our story. It was one night myself and Daniel were in the pub about to see the wrestling. I think it was WrestleMania this year. And Jack Howarth, some lassie called Casey, and some guy are at the Zulu bus stop at the Spa. And this guy gets into a fight.
Oh my god.
He gets punched once in the face, falls to the ground, lies, smashes a bottle of bucky, and is just dead on the ground. Me and Daniel get into the bus with Casey, who was that guy's CJ, his name was CJ's, that was his girlfriend at the time. And CJ came up and was like, no, and his girlfriend stormed off onto the last bus with me and Daniel. Jack Howarth gets on beside her and starts firing into her. Me and Daniel are in front of the two of them listening to this conversation. Amazing. It was just her being like, I don't know, it was his 18th and everyone else was 17. So he couldn't drink, so he went out and bought everyone a drink and they drank at the bus stop the entire night. But he got in a fight and Jack Howarth came away with two of the best lines I've ever heard. He hit himself off the bus stop. Me and Daniel were broke at that because, to be fair, he got punched once, threw himself off the bus stop and threw himself to the ground. That's what we saw. So Jack Howarth saying that, we just burst into laughter at that because we were a bit drunk in front of his girlfriend. And Jack Howarth then goes, even Ryan and Daniel are listening here. Sorry, laughing here. And me and Daniel were like, to be fair, he did put himself to the ground. And then Jack Howarth put the bullseye by saying he was lying in his own bottle of bucky. And we're like, that's a good...
Insert the gif of the man right in the fire.
Imagine lying in your own bottle of bucky. That's unpleasant.
That's like a way to tell somebody to get yourself together. You're lying in your own bottle.
Essentially, forcing yourself to lose. I decided to lie in my own bottle.
Yeah,
I drove into my own banana peel. I threw a banana peel down in front of me in Mario Kart and intentionally drove into it so that this little kid could win. And unlike Scotland and unlike Sean, because these two were English, I didn't even get a thank you from the mother. When I very clearly intentionally lost that race.
I would have won.
No.
Despite the hustle bastard.
Beat your ass.
Then you two left as Free From Desire was playing.
Free From Desire.
And they stepped up and had like, what was it? That was, hey, I want you to be my girl.
Ooh.
And that one's playing. Classic Football Chant 5. And I'm like, this is children's disco. Anyway, that's my Center Parcs stories concluded. Aaron, have you got a Center Parcs story?
Not that I can think of, honestly. A Center Parcs story I can think of. It's close to me. What am I thinking?
Take your time.
I'm gonna have to. I was trying to think when I was talking, but I
think I manifested the Mario Galaxy film. I'm sorry, yeah, I need to nerd it for a second, right?
You're getting a second, mate.
Right. I got a Josh White photography moment in Center Parcs 1 and Center Parcs 2. It's always like a solo walk, right? I just want to talk about this where it's just like we, obviously I wanted to walk with everyone. Where we went for a couple of walks actually. Talk about some of the walks because you and me, Ryan.
Both.
Because you and me, Ryan, we went for a walk, the two of us, where we talked about like pure existential shit. We talked about life and changes and jobs and, pure just proper.
Josh, you got the last. You got any left in your beer?
We'll have a wee bit of that. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's...
Oh, no. Have that. No, that's fine. You know what? I prefer to just have the foam of the Stella. But the walk that you and me went was lovely because it was just life and talking about real shit.
That was a really unintentional, deep chat.
Yeah, but I like that though. I like a nice deep chat every now and then, because it's just quite genuine. It's about a reassurance. It's about just nice and deep and good and all that stuff. I don't know if you can relate to it, but I like that stuff. So we were doing that, and then it was like all of us bar Alex and Connell.
Yeah, the four of us went out one night.
And then that was when we went to the swing park and...
To prove it's had an ergonomical, again,
error.
I love you Alex, flaw. The ladder rungs just did not stop to get to the slide. So getting to the slide was impossible, essentially. If you were a father, you were not getting to that slide. You had to be slim to get to that slide. Callum could not get to that slide. Callum.
Even then, it's like me. It was just
I
awkward to get there.
Daniel struggled.
Like, it wasn't
Like-
it was just awkward. Like, you have to go round the bladder and whatever, it was shite.
Bladder.
But yeah. So speaking of bladder, I want to pass probably after this because I'm just yapping away.
Alright, we got 5 minutes and then we wrap up. I've got your story, a concluding Center Parcs story, and a beer review, and then we're away.
So so it was like all of us bar Alex and Colin, and we're just walking and talking about our future excursions. You know, because we always want to plan these things ahead, and
Absolutely.
we had many things planned. You know, we had Center Parcs 3 discussed, and we had Amsterdam as well, and we had and you really wanted to go to Vegas as well.
For 21.
You know, you want to go to a grand adventure in America.
Look, just get a couple of weeks in over in Blackpool.
Even that as well, we had that.
November.
We had that talked about.
November, Blackpool, mate.
November, Blackpool.
Just pick a week and we'll do it in November. Can't do December, can't do October, but November I can do.
I'll have a look tonight.
So that was like pretty much the topics of discussion, which was just what we did next year, and then it was that same night actually. It was the only night where it was tipping it down, and it was like there wasn't any clouds in the sky, or there was very minimal clouds in the sky, and I'm like, oh well, you're watching Total Recall. It was the last night actually.
I'm right.
I was like, right, I don't think I grabbed the tinny. I think I did, but I might have not. I'm not too sure. But I grabbed the camera and all that. I grabbed it for a reason.
No, Josh, you did not have a tinny. I'll tell you why.
I had a tinny after it.
No, because me and Colin tried to force you to take a tinny attendance just to get rid of another one from us.
Honestly, that same exact tinny attendance would have probably tasted better taking those photos. But anywho, I grabbed grab my camera, tripod, whatever that Daniel totally did not do anything with the tripod at all. And well, I set sail, aka I just go to the lakeside inn and just literally the stars were as bright as ever, even though there was like lights all about the place because we were in the very smack middle of the place. It was lakeside inn there, the water there, and there was like the cyclone bit everywhere. aka the cyclone bit is just the Center Parcs building. It's just the cyclone bit, cyclone that.
Should we go Cyclone 5? Yeah.
Cyclone 5.
Cyclone
In 5 minutes even.
Cyclone 5. Checks out.
Yep. So, and I'm like, we'll do this, the Mario Galaxy soundtrack. Because I'm looking at stars here. I'm by myself. I've got nobody to judge me. And I'm just, long exposures, 30 seconds to take 140 of the stars. It's great, wonderful. And I'm just loving this time. And then, well, I go, I'm like going back home, take some more photos just on the way back. And then, well, the next day goes and I take photos of the Ayrshire and edit those and I edit the photos of Center Parcs and whatever, and it's great. And then yesterday happens. The exact vision of no kidding by the way, right? This was something I forgot to mention. There was a wee butterfly was floating about at night when I was taking the photos, right?
Classic butterfly lane in Center Parcs.
It was just floating about. I forgot what, it was like a blue, I forgot which one. I think it was just a regular coloured butterfly, but it was just kind of floating about. I'm like, hello. I don't know if that was don't know if it was somebody I knew or whatever. I don't know, but it was just a butterfly. Hello. And then yesterday, yellow butterfly starts floating about, goes into space. Mario Galaxy movie. I think I manifested it.
That's the sequel to Super Mario Bros.
The movie, yeah.
Add that to yourself. Very nice.
So yeah, I was very, very happy because it's my favourite video game of all time, and it's the title of the new film. So I was very happy with that, and it's just how it was the butterfly that was like. I was listening to the soundtrack and this butterfly was like chilling. Same thing happens in the trailer, and I'm like, well, I think I just manifested it for the whole world. So you can thank me for that, guys. You can thank me for bringing this film to fruition. I love this lineup here, by the way.
Josh, wait, finish your drink.
Yep.
Get it lined up.
What a fucking sign that is.
I'm going to hand that to yourself.
Oh,
for the centre. I'm going to hand that to yourself, Adam.
Wow,
I'm going to take this one.
Did we finish all of that?
Yes, we have.
Is that the first time that's happened?
No.
No, it's Bruce and Lucy got finished off.
Bruce and Lucy 10.
Maybe
got finished, kind of.
Maybe I'll use this then.
Does anyone have any final remarks on Center Parcs? Because I genuinely think see if the entire year it is a highlight for a few reasons. It's nice to be away with your 5 pals and just get no responsibility and get rich. But also, on a deeper level, mental health reasons, signal in Center Parcs is awful. See, trying to communicate with the outside world is quite hard. So, see, just that escape from reality for 5 days.
True, I didn't know what was going on in the world during that
It's
time.
quite healing.
Yeah, true.
It's quite healing. Anyone want to add anything before we conclude?
I'll just say for a very quick 30 seconds that some of the moments I've laughed the hardest was sitting in that fucking lodge with just the boys, no dinners, no nothing, and sitting there watching cowboy films, Alex and his penis. There was 2 days you were gone. It was just, it was me, Daniel, and me, Alex, and Connell watching the Shrek film songs, and Daniel claiming he would have sex with Princess and also Queen Shrek.
This was when
She looks
me
like
and
a
you were
ogre.
out for this walk, and we come back to memes and stuff.
That was some of the hardest I've laughed
the
in
night-
a fucking
The
long
night when we
time.
got to just watch like Kitchen Nightmares Worst Moments or like TLC, that
Ah,
was good.
that was one of the
yeah,
it was made up laugh in a long time.
That was
and
yeah,
it was
it
just by sheer company. So as Ryan said, I'll finish on this. As Ryan once said, Center Parcs, it is exactly what you make it. It can be as shit as you want, or it can be as amazing as you make it.
Because mind
on
you,
you.
last year we had activities booked, and it was just as an amazing experience as this year's, even though we didn't book any activities this year.
There was a lot of fear, I think, heading into this year.
Oh,
that-
I was really scared of this shit.
that it would get boring.
Yes.
Because we didn't A, have any activities booked, and B, we'd done it before. But as we both said, it's what you put in, it's what you get out. Josh White, you've got the horrible duty of doing better than what we just said to conclude the Center
Yeah.
Parcs chat.
Oh, for God's sake. Because I've already made that, it's what you totally make of it, and... Exactly.
Josh, just say something about Stella. It's as good as Stella. It's Stella, just say it's Stella. That's a good point.
I said Center Parcs is good.
Stella. It's Stella.
I made that joke earlier. With just Stella.
This is wrapping up.
Oh, fine then. You see that bottle of Stella and Center Parcs, you know what they have in common? Pretty Stella.
That was awful, but yeah. So that leaves us with the question before we end this edition of.
Where do we end it? Where do we rank it?
Where does Stella go now? To give you the quick reminder, and mainly to give Josh White the reminder, is it toilet water? Is
No.
it I drink it? Is
No.
it
Tim
Bolton? Well done for finding that. Is it on it? Is it
Mm.
ice cold beer garden crack, or is it anyone's Gallus? Now that's where I step in and probably kickstart an entire 20-minute long conversation.
My
Because-
Gallus is sadly invalid ever since
Because-
Adam's family.
Yeah, you peaked in episode 2, that's mental.
I hate Starro. It's the only reason I drink lager. It's the only reason I drink this Stella. The only reason I drink that Tennis. The only reason I drank Sprucey and Lucy. It's
So
thanks to
therefore, I
Starro.
think you should go first.
Me, I
Where?
would give Stella on it.
Interesting.
It's heavily debated. I think Ice Cold Beer Garden, but I feel like I only drink Stella when it's either a shitty ass pub like West Kirk, and I've not got any other options.
You still had a good time, man.
But I do love it. I do like it. So I don't know. Maybe I could be persuaded to rank it in Ice Cold, but I think if you both kind of go like on it and Ice Cold, I'd lean towards the on it, because in my opinion, when it comes to Ice Cold Beer Garden, I'm not picking Stella. I'm picking either a Tennis
Anything else?
or you can like a Starro or a Prava. Or you can there's higher level beers in this game, but Stella is that perfect kind of. It's no bad. I'm definitely not saying it's bad. It's definitely not middle ground either. But it really doesn't. It doesn't break that.
And you created this trophy.
It doesn't break that high tier. Tenants to me is a fucking staple. You have a Tenants wherever you go. It's always reliable.
Josh White,
So
I think you're going to have the decider on this.
where you going, Ryan?
Because I'm not big on Stella.
Because I know what I'm going to go with.
What are you
already.
putting into Vown?
I'm not big on Stella, but in Center Parcs, it pulls so
Much
weight
It's unbelievable.
that I
But even
have to
on-
say it's I have to say it's the
No,
Bolton.
but when you're in the West Kirk and there's no other better options, it's on it.
And even then, no, if I'm in the West Cut and there's no other options, I'm having it because I'm out. But genuinely, I think
But
I
it's
would
a
enjoy
good-
an Iron Brew over it. No, it's not. I love a bottle of Stella. I've made that quite clear.
Even a pint of
A
Stella.
pint.
I
don't
think I
want it.
disagree with you. I honestly debated to put it in ice cold, but I was like, that's too fucking
Right
much.
now, it is
That's
in
stupid.
on it. It is in
It's
Toboggan.
either on it
Josh
or
White,
Toboggan.
where are you placing it?
I think Toboggan's too harsh, personally.
Right.
I think on
I've
it is where
only
it
ever
belongs.
liked it in Centre Parcs.
I've liked
I love
outside of
Center
Center
Parcs.
Parcs. I love
But-
Center Parcs. Center Parcs is the best, but I like it outside of it as well.
Centre Parcs, it's 10 out of 10, but everywhere else, it's 5 out of 10.
Wrong. I'd say about 7. About 6.5 to 7 out of 10.
Josh
in
White,
West
that
Park.
puts you in a place.
So, aye.
Where are you
You
finding?
already know my opinions of Stella already. I think we discussed the kind of hierarchy of, you know, can bottle
Spit it
versus
out.
pint.
Spit it out.
Ryan, we're on it.
Are we on it?
We're on it.
Stella.
Get
ladies
it
and
up,
gentlemen.
you ride, because it belongs in on it.
Stella, ladies and gentlemen, is the best Centre Parcs drink
We're
to
on it.
have, and therefore it is placed.
And it is
in-
a brilliant pint
on it.
on its own. Whether you're in the West Kirk or if you're in an actual establishment, you cannot go wrong with a pint of Stella. I would definitely not say it's mid. It's an enjoyable pint.
It's
The
a
tinnies-
lovely time. It's a lovely time.
The
I enjoy
tinnies are
Stella.
just as good as well.
Stella or twat.
So,
Aaron, do you want to take us home?
I'll take you home. Ryan was talking about disagreements earlier, so we haven't had one yet. That's the first one yet. I think Ryan's a bit too harsh on Toboggan. I'd say Stella has deservedly earned its space in on it. It's not quite good enough for Ice Cold Beer Garden. There's a lot better options.
True.
But it is definitely not as mid as Toboggan is.
It's a good option for just see if there's mid floating about, and Stella's there.
You go
like
for a
it's always the good one.
I do like
And
a
that's not
Stella.
me saying it's the best mid beer. It's like, you know, if everything else is mid, then Stella's like the good one.
So I'll
So-
say
That's what I'm going for.
Stella has earned its position and on it in my position. In my opinion. Let me say this. We don't do episodes. We do rounds. And I'd like to thank you for joining us for our fucking shit spewed gabber for the past 3 hours. It's been a pleasure. I'd like to sign us off by saying Stella has deservedly earned its honour reward.
On to another round, ladies and
On
gentlemen.
to another round.
Wait, let's.
Oh, you want? Oh, Jesus, God, Josh, I just threw it to the ground.
There we are.
That was the lamest ending.
It was good for me, man. I didn't enjoy joining.
I know.
That's my role. My role. Camera. Okay, this is the celebratory cleaning up of the mess that I created. I'll leave it to it. Right, it is spread throughout the entire floor, and we have blue roll. I mean, you only find this in like fast food back shops. So the fact that Ryan's got blue roll in his house, like that's like, like that's the only time you get blue roll. It's like during school COVID time, you know, when you had to clean your desk every time before and after class. Or in Dino's. And this is currently what's happening right now. Shut your ass! Right, I think that's it. I think that's it cleaned.
There you go.
And then we get the wipes, because I guess we've got wipes. Mamiya, sensitive, fragrance free.
Now lucky enough to do this, actually I can still feel
Oh no, it's just sitting, it's fine. I'll take the rest. Am I really struggling to open up a packet of wipes on camera? This is actually, I've hit a new low here, guys. There we are. We've got a wipe. And we're going to wipe the floor. We wiped the floor with this podcast, didn't we, actually? Oh, I fucking love Stella. There we go. Nice and spotless, Ryan. You happy?
There we go.
Yeah, there's the wipe to prove. Still got a bit of Stella on it, probably. There we go.
Well, that was the first spilled piss take I've seen yet, so.
I mean, that's excluding Ryan's, like, occasional...
I on himself, but on the floor's a different story.
on the floor and proper... Yeah, I'm getting shamed, guys. Yeah. Ryan's there now. Ryan's there now. There's your wipes. There's your blue roll.
I got you actual blue roll, mate. I hope you
I'm
like
like,
that.
yeah,
good stuff.
We were talking about blue roll for a second there, you know. It was a nice wee 2 minute chatter about blue roll.